get stream started. Let's get it started. Wrong one. There we go. That boom. Oh. Oh god. Fugi. My Fugi's acting up. Let me. Here we go. Found it. Okay. Ads almost done. Oh, ads are just now starting. Okay, well. I've got that. So yeah, Baby No Money put out a new music video yesterday. Hit that boom. Boom boom boom. Let's go. Oh, okay. Ads are almost done running. Halfway done running. Okay. What's this? Okay. Last minute. Setting up the game real quick. Oh, there we go. There's the game. There's the game. Okay. And then game audio. That is the wrong game. Here we go. Urban myths. There we go. Load. Chapter 2. Or Chapter 5. Shadow of Guilt. Ooh. The Illuminati cards, each with a prophecy. Each of the cases so far had a card at the site in some way. I somehow had one myself. Aiko-san had the first, Kinoko-san the second. The third one? Mr. Gas Mask, I think. The fourth card was in the cursed box we brought back from Miyazaki's sons. You heard about Mr. Gas Mask, but it's rumored that all of them have gone missing now. Oh, really? If the rumors are true, it warrants the card's reputation for bringing misfortune. I hope everyone's alright. Director, these cards! The background art seems connected. Good eye, Mrs. Ami. It's time to think about what the cards mean and how they come together. What's up? Hi, Amy! Apologies for the delay. Anything new? Still assessing the information I found at the closet. The series of cases involving the Illuminati cards may be part of some bigger plan. You suppose your partner and her Devastation and Judgment card are part of it? Yes, I suspect so. Ooh! Good morning, AV. The design on this Devastation and Judgment card? The angel monument at the site of the Tenchu incident. Mr. Gasmask's card shows the same thing. Also a stairway, a lock, chains, a key, a watchful eye. Where the hell's he seeing these things? Oh, they're all shown. The Eye in the Darkness card has chains. The Reflection of Death shows a key. Permeating Blight shows a lock. So among the motifs... Oh shit! I see them on the card! So among the motifs shown in Devastation and Judgment, the only one remaining is the other key. Oh yeah, there are two keys. A lock and chains. What happens when we have a full set? The Illuminati card with the key. It's likely we will come across it during this upcoming case. So there's a request coming in? Indeed. The request is from the CEO of a tech company. He was robbed of something important and wants us to recover it. Whatever these cards may mean, perhaps the case will bring us closer to the truth. I smacked my head! The Illuminati card's prophecies are coming full circle. We should watch what the Zimmers are up to. If something happens to you and your partner, it's all part of the job. I don't think you'd care so much. I didn't think you'd care so much. Commissioner Tomiri. Tomiri is the creepy guy in the black suit! I'll have you know, I care as much as you do. Oh my god, she works for the commissioner?! Many international conferences and ceremonies this month, leading to a higher number of global VIPs visiting Japan. Security Director Kurosawa of the National Police Agency stated that the police were on high alert in light of the rumored terror attacks. Heh, busy world. Jasmine? Isn't this request kind of strange? So he was robbed of something important, wants us to recover it. Each one is strange, but yeah, this one's kind of different. Why haven't they called the police anyway? That's right. If they know something was stolen, the police will listen to them. Should have better odds than having us look for it. Shit smells of special circumstances.
The Urban Myth Dissolution Center can discover supernatural phenomena. But do they also know why we like Cinnamon Crunch so much?
Oh my god! And tricks on you. They know. Get it? Smiles. Smells of special circumstances. That's the need for discretion. There you go. Get it? In that case, Investigator Fukurai. Your mission is to assess the client's reputation and related rumors. Trixie's nuts. Shut the fuck up! Doing tricks on it. Understood. I'll start doing some social media research. If I remember right, UTech Priority's CEO is Kurosawa something? You know him, Jasmine? No, just happened to see him mentioned. Might have been a news article somewhere. Kurosawa, checking the reference doc. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO, UTech Priority. So Mr. Big Time is asking for our help. Kinda fishy, eh? He must be on the top floor of a skyscraper. I'm sweating already. Can't hurt to check for rumors of shady biz or bad rap. You're right, checking right now. This is UTech Priority's official account. UTech is a company that provides IT support to Japanese companies. I see some movement on UTech. We should search the company name. Please do. Hooray! Who'd have thought that when searching a CEO of a company, you should search up the company? UTP's quarterly report. Significant increases in profit. UTP for UTech Priority, I guess. Is that impressive? Can't say I'm the best person to ask, but guess so. If they're increasing profits by 50%, something's fucking up. Or they've swapped to AI. This company's doing well, and then they're about to be immediately dropped by everybody. This company is doing so well. It went public 3 years after it was started. The CEO seems a bit shallow, but the company itself has a solid reputation. Went public in 3 years. That means they're doing really well? I wouldn't know how to explain it right, so I'll just say they're doing super well. The headquarters is in a high-rise in Toranomon? Isn't it? This company has strong ties with government agencies and large corporations. They seem good at those connections. Government agencies? You know, doing work for the country. Companies doing shady stuff for profit? I'd never. It must be tough dealing with government information. I bet it's super stressful for those working on it, since they'd be fired immediately if they mess up. It'd be real entertaining if one of those engineers from those types of work were to post Kaiba Ichiran here. Kaiba? Oh, there's an urban myth that says if you post that on your socials, very occasionally you'll get a reply from the dead. The thing where dead people respond to you? Engineers can't do anything about that. I would like to know if you can get those contracts through regular sales techniques. Is it all down to Kurosawa's skills? That CEO guy, Yuya Kurosawa, may have more business skills than we think. Yes, Yuya Kurosawa is reacting. We'll search that up. I wonder what kind of things they're saying about him. Search UTech. Oh. Search just Yuya? Okay, Yuya UTech. Oh boy, results found. Exclusive interview with UTEC's priorities, Yuya Kurosawa. His unbelievable climb to the top. I understand my path, only because I took a detour. Assets of 700 million yen? Wow, can't believe that Yu is now a tech company CEO. You see this all the time. Playboys in their 20s suddenly put together in their 30s. Playboys? Really? Around 30 is when you learn that life is easier if you take it seriously. I hear Yuya Kurosawa was born into affluence. His family home is enormous. Like rich since childhood. Since he's successfully running a business, I wouldn't say he's totally ignorant. So he was born rich. If your parents have money, you'll succeed at anything. Man, wish I got super rich parents in the social ranking, gotcha. Parents in the social ranking, gotcha. So if social hierarchy was a game and your parents were... Never mind, it's too much to explain. Just means he got lucky being born into a wealthy family. His parents were SSR Emerald mine owners. Oh, hey, speak of the devil. Person who inherited power, huh? The world will never change until the rich ruling class changes. Grr. I passed Yuya Kurosawa on the street yesterday. He had on big sunglasses and a flashy outfit. Thought he was a celeb or something, but he didn't look that arrogant. Seemed nice, actually. I saw him last week, too. He wasn't particularly charismatic or anything. Really plain, like any other dude on the street. I was gonna say hi, but he glared at me. Glaring at people who want to say hi. Do you think Kurosawa-san is a scary person? Depends on the time and place. Everyone has their off moments. He's got a salesman switch and then his private one. Without doing that, you can't last long as a CEO in IT. He could write an autobiography about his huge success story. Ex-popular livestream group leader to tech CEO. Sounds like he's worked hard. Yuya Kurosawa's success story, huh? There we go. That's our social media research done real quick. Sounds like an impressive person. Why would such a big name CEO come to us for help? I wonder what happened to him. We've only heard people talk about him as if they saw some celeb in town. Haven't heard of any real issues yet. Unlike with Mayusaki-san, his company seems to have a good reputation. All that's left is to talk to the man himself. Good luck, Sami. Let's get him! Ah, looks like it's that building there. Jasmine, isn't that an actual skyscraper? You know it. CEO must be holed up in his penthouse. So I should just tell the reception lady that we have an appointment? Yep. Also try to relax a bit. Understood. 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 Hello. Excuse me. We have an appointment today. We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. You're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center? Yes, that's right. We were expecting you. This way, please. Security camera! Security camera! There's a security camera! How the fuck were you robbed? Mr. Kurosawa, they've arrived. It was the secretary. She did it. Nobody this demure is not evil or betrayed. She definitely took his precious key item. Get it? Key item? Because we were talking about keys earlier? I'm so funny. I'm just kidding. Hello. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTEC Priority Co. This is my secretary, Miss, Kiyomoto. Apologies, she joined us recently, so I keep forgetting her name. Hi, Ilianos. Good morning. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Azami Fukurai from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And this is Miss Toma, my colleague, Tomaragi. I hope we can help to start this off. Your request involves the recovery of a stolen item. I escaped the US, but you can't escape the bugs. Are you back in Australia? Back in the land of 4 AM? Yes, about that, miss. Kiyomoto, I'll handle this. You can get back to work. Understood, sir. She's been here for years. Doesn't Kiyomoto-san know what's going on? No, she's unaware. Could you describe what was stolen? I can't mention specifics. Yet I'm sure that an intruder was here, and I am the only one who realized the fact. What do you mean? Might want to call the police if you had an actual intruder. Our business involves clients entrusting their data to us. 2 a.m. I'm super jet lagged. Oh man. I see. Are you gonna be staying up all day until you fall asleep? Time to kick that sleep schedule back into normalcy. Unlike some people. Our business involves clients entrusting their data to us, so we'd prefer to keep things under wraps. I just woke up from falling asleep at 4 p.m. Oh, I see. Well, good morning. Also, I was hoping you might assess the situation objectively. What happened 2 days ago was strange enough to warrant that. I don't know who that is directed to because I can't read. We're all guilty. Nuh-uh. I heard your team specializes in this kind of investigation. Strange happenings? Sounds like something we can handle. I'm having the security camera footage analyzed, but that will still take a while. Hearing my accountant and my secretary should tell you how strange all this is. If you can kindly get started as soon as possible. I see. We'll try to do an objective assessment of what happened the day before yesterday. Psst, Zami? Yes, Jasmine? Better watch your back with this one. Can't tell us details he hasn't called the cops. Both yellow flags as far as cases go. Kurosawa-san is acting a bit strangely. I'll be careful. Here goes. Observe. There's some kind of mechanism on the door. Is this a lock? He said something was stolen, but this room looks hard to break into. Maybe I should ask Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. Ask the secretary about the door! A security camera. Likely the one Kurosawa-san mentioned? But the intruder made it in regardless. Is this a doorway? This is another door. Okay. So this is her room, and then this is his office. What's in her desk? The CEO's desk. This chair must cost a fortune. Items on the desk. Need to be careful with the CEO's desk. What's this? An Illumini card? Wait, no. Is this case part of the prophecy too? Hey, that card is of high value. Please leave it where it is. But Kurosawa-san, is it involved in some way in your ongoing investigation? Well, not quite. Then please return it to where it was and continue investigating. I will. Sorry. Yo, fuck this guy! They came in from the mirror. They came in from the window. Okay. Excuse me? May I ask you a few questions? Kiyomoto-san, the secretary, right? Yes, I work as the CEO's secretary. He has instructed me to answer you truthfully, as I actually saw things happen. Please, ask me anything related to your investigation. What happened 2 days ago? Could you tell us about 2 days ago? Did something happen? You mentioned 2 days ago, but nothing happened in particular. The CEO asked me too, but I have no idea what this is about. I see. Could you kindly tell me what you saw? Very well. About 2 days ago.
The cringe is coming from inside the stream.
True. I am here. I'm the cringe. Let me turn the dancers off. I forgot to turn them off. That day, our CEO had a meeting at a client, so I saw him off. And he returned a while later. I see, and then? I greeted him when he came back, and everything afterwards was as normal as could be. So I haven't noticed anything. I see, thank you. About the door lock. Do you need a key to enter this room? Yes, a security card. Do all members of your staff have a security card? Yes, all employees have one. That being said, as we handle critical data for other companies, even I am prohibited from entering the CEO room while he's absent. Huh. Hello, dickface. We may be cringe, but we're free. Reintroducing myself. Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of UTech Priority Co. Please, ask my secretary for anything she knows about what happened 2 days ago. Understood. What happened 2 days ago? My stream's infested with cringe lords. Kurosawa-san, could I ask what happened 2 days ago? What I can tell you right now is that something precious was stolen. The rest I'll disclose once you've talked to my secretary. Oh, but Kiyomoto-san didn't seem to know anything. I wonder if there are any traces nearby that might provide a lead. Alright, here we go. Okay, that's definitely his shadow. Like, that is exactly his silhouette. Okay, those are the only traces. Those are the only shades we can see. Observe. The shadow is Kurosawa-san? Or maybe it's the intruder. How do I tell them apart? Looks like they're touching the desk drawers. Wait, is it me or is this shadow looking this way? Or not? It is looking this way. Look closer. The shadow is rummaging through the drawers. And taking something out? It's holding something. I can't make out what it is. Maybe we should examine the desk itself. Ooh! Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! It's Clefairy! Fuck! It's probably Incineroar because Arden says so. True. Is this shadow Kurosawa-san? But it's weird. I feel the shadow is looking at me. Or am I overthinking this? Let's observe his desk drawers. The shadow is taking something out of the desk drawer. From the top drawer, I think. Was anything taken from this drawer? I should check with Kurosawa-san. May I ask you something? Certainly. About the top drawer? Was anything stolen from the top drawer of your desk? Top drawer? Why the desk drawer specifically? I haven't told you anything yet. Oh, of course. This is hard to explain, but I have this ability called clairvoyance, which is why I'm here as an investigator. Not that you'd believe me or anything, sorry. Interesting. Yes? You believe me? Yes, I find it very intriguing and feel you might be very useful for the case at hand. Useful? I'll check what might have been taken from my desk. Kindly recheck with my secretary too. With Kiyomoto-san? Okay, I guess. Hi, ma'am! Would you spare a moment? Yes, what do you need? Did the CEO take anything? 2 days ago, did Kurosawa-san take anything out of the CEO office? Now that you mention it, I think he was carrying a red card-like object when he left. A red card-like object? Not a security card? Those are very different. I wouldn't mistake one for the other. I'm not aware of what it was, but I do recall the CEO being very careful in handling it. Thank you. Noted. I'll check with Kurosawa-san as well. If something is missing, then there really was an intruder here. Anything strange about your CEO? This might be an awkward question. Was there anything strange about your CEO 2 days ago? Anything strange? I don't think so. Did you speak with the CEO about anything? No, nothing in particular. I greeted the CEO, but he just gave me a light nod. As he normally does. I see. Also, this might sound strange, but there was one thing I found puzzling. I mentioned he was carrying something when he left. But to be precise, one moment he was taking out that red object. And the next moment he was gone. Gone? Didn't he just leave while you were looking away? He opened the door of a CEO office and disappeared the very next moment. Oh, I see. She seems like a serious person, so I don't think she'd make it up. The silent Kurosawa. May I ask you something? Certainly. A red card-like object. Kurosawa-san, I heard that 2 days ago you took out something from the top drawer of your desk. Do you remember what it was? Thing is, 2 days ago, I didn't come back here after the client visit. Huh? So it's impossible for me to have taken something away. But if so, why would Kiyomoto-san... What was your impression of her? Do you think she was telling the truth? This is the strange incident that I mentioned. Is Kurosawa-san suspecting Kiyomoto-san? She said you disappeared suddenly. I can give you 100 things strange about my IRL CEO! Kiyomoto-san mentioned that you suddenly disappeared. Disappeared? What do you mean? She said you disappeared after taking the object from the desk. As she's bringing this up voluntarily, I don't think she was merely looking away. I see. To be honest, I don't think her account is trustworthy. Could you please double check with my secretary just to make sure? Oh, okay. I'll check with Kiyomoto-san one more time. Holy shit. Do you want to call the police? If something was stolen, the police should give you their attention. Will you be contacting the police? The thing that was stolen the other day. It's actually something top secret. Huh? Top secret? It's an important matter that affects our very reputation. I need to ask you to be discreet from here on with your investigation. I see. The red device that was stolen. Young tech millionaire. I need notes on the people I met. Kurosawa-san is the CEO of a tech company. He says something was stolen. What was it? A red card-like object. That's it! The stolen item was a red card-like object of some kind. But isn't he going to tell us what it was? He hasn't called the police either, which is rather suspicious. There we go. Kiyomoto-san, could you spare a moment? Yes, what do you need? About the strange happening. Question 2. Days ago, you were in the room with Kurosawa-san, correct? Well, yes, for maybe just an hour or so. Was there anything about his clothes, hair, or even face that struck you as unusual? No, it was the CEO I know. And so he took a red card-like object from the drawer and left with it? Yes, that's right. Is there something wrong? Kurosawa-san says he hasn't taken away that red object. Was that the important item our CEO mentioned? Seems that way. And still, he did take it out of his desk while I was watching. The new secretary. I need more notes on the people I met. Kiyomoto-san is the CEO's secretary. Kurosawa-san had trouble remembering her name. When was it that she joined the company? Recently? Yes, recently. That must be why he couldn't remember her name. Maybe there's a lot of people coming and going here. Just a guess, though. The turnover rate for this company must be insane. No, I'm just kidding. Why are the stories different? I need to think things over a bit. I talked to Kiyomoto-san, the secretary, as Kurosawa-san asked me to. For her, 2 days ago was just a regular day. Yet actually, something was missing even though Kurosawa-san hadn't come back to his office. Strange circumstances indeed. Did she misjudge what she saw? Did the CEO simply forget what he did? If something is missing, there must have been an intruder in some way. I wonder why their stories are so different. Maybe the intruder was disguised so that they would look like Kurosawa-san! Maybe the intruder was disguised so they would look like Kurosawa-san? Kiyomoto-san's story about the missing item was accurate. So whomever it was that seemed to be Kurosawa-san must have actually been here. But if so, did they look so alike that you could mistake them? I need to learn more about the intruder. How to tell if it's the CEO? May I ask you something? Certainly. Not you. Do I talk to you? What do you got for me? Nothing. How do I tell them apart? About the security camera. Kurosawa-san mentioned he's having the security camera footage analyzed. Maybe they've heard back? I should check with the secretary Kiyomoto-san. Kiyomoto-san, could you spare a moment? Yes, what do you need? About the security camera? You have there. Is the footage available for checking? Our general affairs team who handles the camera sent us images just a while ago. Here they are. Thank you very much. Who does this look like to you? It's our CEO for sure. Looks like it. I'll check with Kurosawa-san himself. Show the security footage to the CEO. May I ask you something? Certainly. Security cam image. I asked Kiyomoto-san for this image from your security camera there. This is you, isn't it, Kurosawa-san? Wow, he does look like me. I wouldn't blame anyone for mistaking him for myself. Could it be that you've simply forgotten about coming back here 2 days ago? That isn't possible. My client counterpart can attest to that. And there is something actually missing from this room. But this is clearly you yourself. I'm as surprised as you are. Why are you sweating? I'll get you. Good going. Jasmine, I think I've picked up what I can here. So, how's that CEO then? Something does feel off. He won't tell us about what was stolen. And he showed interest in my clairvoyance. What's he up to? Definitely seems like he's hiding something. Yeah. Woo! It's from the director! How is it going? It seems that you're done with your initial investigation. Yes, but it's kind of complicated. A lot of uncertainties, aren't there? Are you ready for the doppelganger case? That's what the urban myth's gonna be. Doppelganger, I know it. Huh? Oh, yes, exactly. Kurosawa-san himself is one thing, and the clairvoyant shadows in the office felt different somehow. I see. Also, I saw an Illumini card. Kurosawa-san had one. We can worry about that later. Looking forward to your full report. Let's begin then. It's time. God, the art in this game's so good. Locating a stolen item and recovering it if possible. The request for this case is rather unusual considering our usual fare. And yet it seems this case was made for us. First I thought it was just a burglary, but with the Illumini card showing up, something strange must be going on. We cannot leave this case unexplained. Let us begin the identification.
Drink water.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Become.
Now, let us start by laying out what has been happening. Mr. Kurosawa experienced something strange. He asked you to speak with Miss Kiyomoto, his secretary, to make sense of what was going on. That's right, so he asked Kiyomoto-san about what happened 2 days ago. So, Mrs. Ami? Yes? What were the strange circumstances that Miss Kiyomoto described? Kurosawa-san appeared but wasn't supposed to. Kurosawa-san appeared though he wasn't supposed to be there. Kiyomoto-san was in the same room for a while, but didn't notice anything unusual. Great. So the intruder entered the CEO's office as if they were the CEO himself, behaving very naturally. The intruder's presence was natural enough that anyone might suspect the CEO of misremembering his own actions. moving on. Mr. Kurosawa imposter came to the CEO's office as if they were the CEO himself. The secretary, Miss Kiyomoto, was the only one who saw him. Her account of that day included an important characteristic of this intruding entity. So, Mrs. Ami, what kind of interaction was there between Miss Kiyomoto and Mr. Kurosawa's imposter? Between the time the imposter arrived at the CEO's office and until he left. Simple nonverbal greetings. I believe she mentioned the CEO gave her a light nod, but they didn't speak. That's what they usually do, so she didn't find it strange. Excellent! Give him a light nod, chat! Precisely. Miss Kiyomoto did not converse with Mr. Kurosawa's imposter. If they'd had any form of conversation, this would have turned out differently. That's such a good DA emote. The nod. My final question. Was Miss Kiyomoto unaware that Kurosawa-san had appeared? No. She was aware and even greeted him. Indeed, furthermore, they were in the same room for an hour or so. But Miss Kiyomoto never doubted the imposter. And yet, a client can prove that Kurosawa-san wasn't actually there. So, Mrs. Ami? I mean anything null is 100% peak? True. Yes. What kind of entity is this imposter then who showed up at the CEO's office? An entity, almost a tangible entity with an appearance practically identical to Mr. Kurosawa-san. Maybe a clone or some kind of copy? Brilliant! The security camera footage confirms that the imposter's appearance is almost identical. And yet Mr. Kurosawa himself can prove that he was somewhere else at the time. It's as if there was another Mr. Kurosawa in existence. They did not converse, and yet the security camera footage shows the person existing in two places at once. There is one urban myth that matches these parameters.
The imposter is an entity known as Sussy Baka. Better call in an emergency meeting.
I'm going to just throw a brick at... Chat, brick him! Brick him! There's one urban myth that matches these parameters. Identification. Doppelganger! What would you do if you had a doppelganger, chat? Besides die because they would steal your life force. The doppelganger? A duplicate of yourself that exists in the same world, with no indication of since when or why they exist. Make out. I mean what? True. They can have all of my life force. Blushes. Only the person themselves would be able to identify the imposter. The terrifying aspect of this anomaly is that if you ever meet your doppelganger, you will die. You'll die? We should warn Kurosawa-san to be very careful until he recovers what was taken. I didn't know the doppelganger was such a scary urban myth. That reminds me, the same Kurosawa sent us an additional request. I will handle it personally. You may or you may not be able to reach me for a while. But no need to worry. I leave the on-site investigation in your capable hands. But Director, what happened? The Director won't be in contact for a while. Will we be okay on our own? Is it that much to worry about? Without the phone calls, it'll still just be the usual. You're right, maybe we'll be okay. What? Phew, home at last. Sir? What is it? Oh, I thought you had come home just a few minutes ago. No, I just got home, obviously. It's gone! Art is gone! What? Someone... Ah! Ah! And then he died. To his menu, we go check Kurosawa's place, and it seems he ran into his doppelganger. When he called, he was so worked up. I saw it. It was in my room. It ran away, and so on. I wonder if he's okay. Well, he did call us himself, and seems safe for now? Oh no, that CEO died. Well, anyway. Anyway. We should wait on mentioning the supposed death if you meet your doppelganger thing. He was at least well enough to have called us. How about the boss man? Business done yet? I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet. Maybe your first solo Dissolution is coming up. No way. I'm not good enough for that. Well, we'll figure it out. Oh no. I'll look into that into the doppelganger rumors. Is there anything else you'd like me to look up? My little investigator Zami is growing up so fast. Aw, you think so? Can you add Zimmers to your research list? There have been a lot of incidents related to them lately. But are there any connections between Kurosawa-san and Zimmers? Haven't you heard? The Zimmers hate Kurosawa-san with a passion. Not really a big deal if it's just people's opinions, but Kurosawa haters are getting bolder. Understood. I'll look for rumors on the doppelganger myth and Kurosawa haters. You text Dark Secret, someone that young taking a company public in just 3 years, according to our sources. He abused his privilege to get there. Dark Secret, is it really impossible for a company to go public in 3 years? No, it's not impossible, just really, really rare. He got where he is due to family, but he's out here lecturing us about hard work. What an ignorant guy. All these haters, do you think they're Zimmers? That's the thing with Zimmers, you really don't know. They seem like a group, but also go solo. I wish there was some way to tell. Calling it hard work distorts the world's sense of values. Return this distorted world back to its original state. That is... distorts values. Are they distorted? Are values even fixed to begin with? This GR again. What does it mean? Grand Reset! GR stands for Grand Reset! The Great Reset, not Grand. That's a Zimmer! Being the CEO of a huge company at his age is unreal. Talk about New Life Plus. Maybe he's an invader from outer space. Are you saying the Kurosawa we see might be a doppelganger? A little too high profile for antics like that, isn't he? Hans Zimmer. I forgot how Pirates of the Caribbean scene went as I was singing it. My brain branked. Branked? My brain branked! The Kurosawa-san we're going to see now is the real one, right? Sure hope so. There are plenty of urban myths about meeting your doppelganger, too. Ah! The glasses are reacting to meeting your doppelganger. Phew, that would grab attention. Give it a search. Hooray! Speaking of meeting your doppelganger, my friend accused me of walking around with a girl hanging off my arm yesterday. Maybe my doppelganger got a girlfriend before I did? Lol. Aren't there lots of celebrity doppelgangers incidents? I bet they're just blaming it on a doppelganger when they get caught, lol. Haha, is that so? Yeah, makes sense. They'd blame it on a doppelganger. Tsutomu Kisaragi said that doppelganger hallucination theory is when you're seeing a hallucination of yourself. Well, theoretically, it could be all in your head. You could be seeing your older self or a living spirit. Oh, a reaction to a doppelganger hallucination theory. We can probably get more info on doppelgangers from here. Give it a search. A hallucination of your future self? What kind of urban myth is that? Wait, they said Tsutomu Kisaragi. Right, he did write books on urban myths. Fans would have their eyes on this topic. I've seen a friend's doppelganger before. We talked and they were like totally alike. But when I talked to my friend later on, I heard they were overseas at that time, so we couldn't have met. Meeting someone in a place where they couldn't have met? That sure sounds like a doppelganger. If that's real. In urban myths, it's said that doppelgangers can't talk to other people, or they can only appear in places related to the original person. If it's someone who's antisocial or not talkative, it'd be hard to tell them apart. Doppelganger characteristics. I saw my younger self at my family's house in the countryside. Is that also a kind of doppelganger? Aren't there a bunch of stories about getting home to find your doppelganger already there? It's terrifying. That's really terrifying, getting home to find yourself there? Guess that's a classic kind of doppelganger. A lot of historical figures have met their doppelganger before. President Lincoln, Ryunosuke Akutagawa, and so on. A lot of people met their doppelgangers, but aren't they all dead? You die if you do, right? Do you really die when you meet one? I heard you get cursed with bad luck. Getting cursed with bad luck? Dying if you meet them twice? Which theory is most likely? Hooray! Doppelganger hallucination theory! According to doppelganger hallucination theory, it's not meeting your doppelganger that causes death. You see a hallucination of yourself because you're close to death. So it's the opposite. You see your doppelganger when you're already about to die? So a doppelganger is a shinigami. Can't really call those the same thing. I hear even seeing someone else's doppelganger can cost your life. The glasses are reacting to the words cost your life. So many intense words coming up. I thought it was the shock of seeing your doppelganger that killed you, lol, but dying just from seeing someone else's doppelganger? I heard a doppelganger is a spirit or a soul that escaped from their body, and if you see one it means the host body is without its soul and will eventually die, or something like that. You can't make fun of the concept, since there were people with brain tumors who died after saying they saw their doppelganger. A brain tumor showing you hallucinations of yourself? The idea gives me shivers. There's also the possibility that the doppelgangers kill their original selves to replace them, but in that case, from the outside it just seems like the original person's personality changed. Killing the original to take their place, that's way too scary. Now we're into the horror movie stuff. So isn't a straw man kind of like a doppelganger? If the real person is in the way, they get rid of them and put a straw man in their place. A certain prime minister was just a straw man. Source, Master Kisaragi. Just a straw man? A straw man prime minister? Really? Here come the conspiracy theories. They say Kisaragi said it. Must be a fan. Our prophet, Tsutomu Kisaragi, is not just a visionary. He holds the power to see the future. Society is on the brink of revolution. GR! Here's a reaction to Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi. Tsutomu is just a researcher. Why are they calling him a prophet? Would you mind looking into those rumors? Understood. According to the doppelganger, time warp theory, meeting your doppelganger results in a time paradox that causes death. In the world simulator hypothesis, a doppelganger is a bug in the system. If you run into one, then a bug occurs, and you die. Get it? World simulator hypothesis. Your guess is as good as mine. How interesting that every doppelganger death theory has its own reasoning behind it. Each one seems realistic in its own way. Scary. Meeting your doppelganger and cost your life. No results found. And Tsutomu Kisaragi? No results found. Doppelganger hallucination theory and prophet? Cost your life and Tsutomu Kisaragi? Cost your life. Okay. No one's seen that kind of death happen though. Where did that info even come from? Maybe the person who started the rumor about it costing your life is up to something insidious. Me? I'm with that one theory, where the reptilians are using the concept of doppelgangers to hide themselves. What are reptilians? I think they're like aliens who try to pass as humans. Let me see this. Let me see this. I need this right now. Q. Where are the reptilians? Oh, Urban Miss. I was hoping it was gonna be Mark Zuckerberg as the pixel art. It'd have been really funny. It would have been so funny if they put Mark Zuckerberg in this game. Did I say Mark Zuckerberg? No, I meant to say someone who looks just like him, right? Ha ha ha. Reptilians? Let me guess. We're around the same age? I feel like I've heard that story about people getting replaced by weird apparitions. It's a pretty recent thing. As for myself, I know about Kaijin Answer, the scary one that legit steals your body. Woo! Myself? What kind of monstrous being is that? Zammy? That's not a monster name. I wonder how many people out there are actually imposters who replace the originals. Jasmine, you are the real Jasmine, right? Yes, I'm the Jasmine. You're correct. Does that mean someone would benefit from spreading that kind of rumor? Could be. As long as people think they could. Prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi. What do you got for me? The GR our prophet Tsutomu Kisaragi hoped for is almost here. They seem to be really excited here. Sounds like a real party for them. GR. Yeep! What is it? Don't keep reading it if the posts are creeping you out too much. As someone who's read Occult Great Reset, I thought Tsutomu Kisaragi was simply saying otakus will have their chance to shine one day. Really? Have you read it, Jasmine? Well, yeah, I have. You should read it again. You can't just stand there and wait for the change to happen. You have to take the first step towards change yourself. That's how we can change society and then the world. GR! I can't say much without reading it myself, but seeing how many different impressions of the book there are makes me nervous about reading it. Tsutomu Kisaragi may be abnormally persuasive. Idiots always toss words around like toys. I have been working hard for the GR too, but it's a shame that I'm treated the same as this fool. The GR is something you work for? And I thought all they did was read books and ran online. This could be more dangerous than it seems. You seem too intensely invested in this. That book is just about updating your values. What else are you seeing in it? Updating your values. Oh, that's closest to how I read it too. Simply put, that's what it was about. Exactly, updating your values. To do that, first you must destroy your current values. It's that destruction that Tsutomu Kisaragi sought to carry out. Was there a statement inside that asked you to come up with your own answer to something? I think it was just a bunch of Tsutomu Kisaragi's own thoughts. Maybe depending on the reader it resonates differently? I thought his book was about his experience. How he was bashed by people who had a prejudiced view of occult otakus based on only half-truths. Hold on, why is this talking about otakus? I feel like Fujiwara-san said something about that on the occult tour too. Oh, because along with teaching at uni, Tsutomu Kisaragi was an occult researcher. That's why people thought of him as an otaku. Half-truths? Then they were true! Lol. This is a short-sighted society that needs to be destroyed. GR. Interesting. They do seem strangely realistic in their own ways. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Multiple testimonials. Okay, that was the clue I needed. I feel like I've heard that story about people getting replaced by weird apparitions. It's a pretty recent thing. There's an endless bit of scary stories like that. Where's the clue I'm missing? Do I need to read this? A Tsutomu Kisaragi fan using GR. Maybe it stands for Great Reset. Oh, I see, so that's why I keep showing up everywhere. This seems to be really popular lately. Doppelganger time warp theory. Meeting your doppelganger results in a time paradox that causes death. When two of the same person are in the same place on the same timeline, causing a paradox, do they really think reality is some sci-fi movie? Haha. Definitely a possibility. Maybe it's this one. What? This sounds like a scientific cause. Compelling if true. I heard a doppelganger is a spirit or soul that escaped their body. Soul? Doppelganger? Host body? What? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I thought it was a shock of seeing your doppelganger that killed you, lol. Death by shock? I guess it would shock you to death. But would it really shock you to that extent? No way, you can die from seeing someone else's doppelganger. Take a breath. Go on and find out more about this rumor. President Lincoln with the beard? The one with that beard on his face, right? You know, him from the beard? You know him from the beard? I saw my younger self at my family's house in the countryside. Is that also a doppelganger? A doppelganger can get a girlfriend? Anything you can do, your doppelganger can do. Being the CEO? True, how many times did I have to be reborn to get to live at the top of such a fancy building? If you actually tried, you might get there pretty quick. You could just use it however you want. I guess you'd think so, if you had that kind of opportunity. People like that also tend to go for attention. Where the hell's the clue I'm missing? Is it this one? What? Is that a doppelganger too? If it really was their younger self. What haven't I read? This one? Reptilians. Okay, this one does not. That just ain't it. Half-truths? Is it this one? These people saying GR. It's like they're trying to accomplish something. Yuka! Thank you for the 11 months!
Yuka the Aloysius just subscribed for 11 months.
Ayuka! It's like they're trying to accomplish something. For Tsutomu Kisaragi, right? It looks like, to me, they're speaking out in the name of Tsutomu Kisaragi, who couldn't accomplish his goal by himself. About Tsutomu Kisaragi. Thank you for the subscription! I hope you've been enjoying your time with us. Almost a whole dang year, honestly, yeah. What was I doing around a year this time? I think I was in the middle of Yakuza. Because I think after finishing Persona 3 Reload last year, which I think I started after playing Nier. Oh yeah, it was Yakuza. I need to play more Yakuza. Maybe I'll swap Saturdays to my Yakuza day. Since I have more, since I'm almost done with this game. And then I've been told a lot that I should play Blueprints, so I might play that as well. Everybody's been playing it, and I heard it's like a puzzle game or something, or similar, if I'm remembering correctly. If I'm remembering correctly from what Papa Mutt saw during gaming news. But also I've not been watching gaming news. Anyways, we're in the middle of a case. We found a doppelganger. I think that's all we can get for now. Went down the Tsutomu Kisaragi rabbit hole at the end there. Looking into the Zimmers leads to his name showing up a lot. NGR. How is it looking into the doppelganger myth? You get the basic idea? Yes, I picked up a lot of weird info about them. Doppelganger! Almost at Kurosawa's place. I hope he's doing okay. Well, the doppelganger first showed up at the CEO's office, but the secretary was fine. And there were many theories around the doppelganger myth itself. so not too sure if meeting one actually kills you. You're right, yeah. Phew, I'm calming down a bit. I'll do my best with today's investigation. We're gonna make out with ourselves. Oh boy. Hello, Urban Myth Dissolution Center here. Thanks for coming. Are you alright, Kurosawa-san? We heard that you're... Yes, the doppelganger. It showed up and I saw it myself. Its eyes were inhuman, but it looked just like me otherwise. Did it attack you or do anything? Nothing like that. But it happened very quickly. Before I knew it, the thing had left the house. Have you called the police? Well, it's a pretty ridiculous story, so... Making a fuss would damage my company's reputation. Anyway, kindly check what I was doing at my place. We have a housekeeper, and she saw it too. So please talk to her, and also... Oh my god, is that your girlfriend? Hey, Yuya, we aren't done talking yet. Huh? Who are these chicks? You're bringing over girls in broad daylight? They're here for business. This is work, so give us a moment. Are you okay? She received some messages, supposedly from me, that I have no memory of. The messages asked her various things about my room. I'd appreciate if you could look into that. Anyway, I'll let you investigate. Understood. Oh boy, I hope no clone of myself appears and starts making out with me. Oh, that'd be horrible. Worried about the boss man? Yeah. I'll search for him on my end. Got connections that could help. That's fine. I don't need the director. Observe. A series of trophies and awards on display. So many of them. Kurosawa-san must be really talented. Look closer. Not my greatest fear. Oh no! Prefectural Junior High Kendo Tournament, 10th place. High School Speech Contest Judges Award, Silver Medal. Business Idea Contest, College Category, 2nd place. So Kurosawa-san was a high achiever since the school days. Japan Corporate Excellence Award, Information Technology. U-Tech Priority. Silver Award, 100,000 subscribers. 5 Society. Gold Award, 1 million subscribers. 5 Society. Incredible. Observe. Oh my god. A photo of Kurosawa-san. Might be one from a while ago. He looks a bit different from now. There's some writing on the trophy he's holding. It's a trophy. Oh, thank god. National College Debate Contest, 1st place. Inugami University Debate Club. Wow, winning this is amazing, but also... Inugami? That's my uni! So Kurosawa-san went there too? Is this his room? Oh, that is his stream room. I thought his room was in here. Excuse me, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Could I talk to you for a minute? Honda? Son? Urban Myth Dissolution Center? Feeling kind of nervous. Ah, yes, Mr. Kurosawa mentioned you. If I can be of any help. My name is Honda. I work as a housekeeper here. About yesterday? May I ask what happened yesterday? Someone who looked just like Kurosawa-san came here. Someone just like him. She's deep in thought. It was around 8 o'clock last night. Mr. Kurosawa-san came home and immediately went to his room. I was preparing his dinner when I heard the entrance open again. I looked out and Mr. Kurosawa-san was standing there. I think I told him that I thought he'd already come home. What did Kurosawa-san do? He went to his room, then soon after I heard him yelling. Yelling? Like, ah! When someone's surprised. Mr. Kurosawa-san came out of his room immediately afterwards. And another Mr. Kurosawa followed him out shortly after. And by that time, the first Mr. Kurosawa had disappeared into thin air. I couldn't believe my eyes. I see. How was the room? Did you look inside Mr. Kurosawa-san's room? I am only in charge of cleaning for all the other rooms. I was told that Mr. Kurosawa's room has various things he can't show anyone else. When I first came here as a housekeeper, I was told that entering Mr. Kurosawa's room is strictly forbidden. I see. When did you start working here as a housekeeper? You seem accustomed to this job. When did I start? She's really intense. Is it just me? I've been here a housekeeper for a long while, but I started working here recently. Oh, really? I'm old, but still need to work to pay my bills, see? You see? I could do with a little raise if you catch my drift, or would Mr. Kurosawa fire me if he heard this? She doesn't seem to be kidding at all. Did you talk with the doppelganger? Just checking. Did you speak in any way with the first Kurosawa-san that came home? In any way? As in, did you talk at all? Just reacted as usual, I believe. I greeted him with a welcome home, Mr. Kurosawa, and he gave me a small nod and headed to his room. So you didn't have a conversation. Understood, thank you. So the first Kurosawa-san probably was the doppelganger. And the one that yelled wasn't the doppelganger. We have an idea of the doppelganger's actions, but what is its goal? Ooh. I did not mean to hit that. Excuse me, just a moment of your time, please. Who the heck are you anyway? I might be able to help in some way. Huh? I'm here with the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. And what the heck is that, eh? There's been something strange happening around Kurosawa-san recently. It seems someone who looks just like him is up to no good. If this is serious talk, that's pretty laughable. It's true. There was evidence of that intruder in the CEO's office too. Oh my god. And I saw it too, or its shadow, so we're pretty sure it's real. Sheesh, this is a reality show or something? Your name, please? Could we ask your name, please? What is you? Who is you? Aika, Yuya's girlfriend, and what's he doing inviting girls to his place anyway? Oh my god. These people. He did this before too, and we had a huge fight and I haven't forgiven him yet. I'm just here for work, nothing to worry about, nothing. Ooh, she's jealous. Ooh, jealousy's not a good look for you, Aika-san. You know who else is a bad good look on him? Jimmy's mom! I'm just here for work, nothing to worry about, nothing. Bitch is a gold digger? Nothing to worry about, huh? You're weird. What was your name again? Azami Fukurai. Okay then, Zam, what you need? Ah, she's cooperating, and she gave me a pet name. Zam. Aika-san, strange things have been happening around Kurosawa-san recently. We're worried about Kurosawa-san's safety. And maybe you could be in danger too. Oh, wait, that's not so funny. Wait, you serious? Very serious. It's a doppelganger. Kurosawa-san might have told you. The messages you received were probably from his doppelganger. Huh? So those nonsense texts he sent me the other day weren't from Yuya on booze, but from someone else? We believe so. Yes. Did you talk with the doppelganger? I'd like to ask you something else about the doppelganger. Huh? What? Have you ever talked to him over the phone directly? Nah, nope. just those DMs. I see, just his messages? Maybe it's true that doppelgangers don't talk. Details on what happened. Could you tell us in detail what you experienced? Like a few days ago, Yuya DMs me. First I thought, who the heck is this? He usually calls, but hey. I see, it was from Kurosawa-san's actual account. Hey Aika, remember when you came to my place? Is this it? Looks like he was asking something. It was super creepy, got on my nerves after a while, so I deleted most of it. Ah, that explains it. What was he asking you about? Like something about that hard drive in Yuya's room. A hard drive? I asked him about it too, said something about a black box, like drive or whatever. A black box? I said, how should I know about that? It's your room, don't ask me. Yeah, that's true. Right? So I figured something was up and came to check. If those DMs were from an imposter, I don't get what's going on. I'll recheck with Kurosawa-san about this. Ask about the messages. Stunner girlfriend. I need notes on the people I met. Aika-san is Kurosawa-san's girlfriend and was at his place when we arrived. Why was it that she suddenly came to Kurosawa-san's place? Because of the messages from an imposter. Yes, she received fake messages through Kurosawa-san's hacked account, so she came over to check. I'm surprised that someone could hack Kurosawa-san's account. Can't be easy. He works in IT! What kind of super hacker could pull that off? I love the picture of the doppelganger. Observe. A mundane everyday trash can. It's pretty packed. Old documents maybe? Look closer. Huh? What's this? A photo. Crumpled and rolled up. Is this the same photo as the one on display? No, it's longer sideways. Oh wait, this person on the right. Tsutomu Kisaragi? Why? Why would Kurosawa-san be in a photo with Dr. Kisaragi? I need to ask Kurosawa-san. Observe. This computer is huge. Lots of glowing lights. Is this one of those gaming rigs? His SSD was stolen! They took his SSD! I didn't think the doppelganger would try to contact Aika. I've briefed my housekeeper so kindly talk to both of them. Understood. About yesterday? Excuse me, may I ask about what happened yesterday? They took all his prawn. They took his homework folder. Ah, yeah, sure. When I got home last night, the housekeeper looked at me funny and said she thought I'd already come home. I had no idea what she meant, but when I came to this room, the doppelganger was there? Exactly. Looked just like me, except the eyes. They were just sockets without eyeballs in them. I just stood there in shock, and he took off. I see. Anything unusual since then? Have you noticed anything unusual since you saw the doppelganger? Like a massive headache or something? Haha, you're thinking I might die because I met my doppelganger? Oh, you know about that? Nothing seems wrong with my health. That reminds me, you met my secretary yesterday, right? I did? Kiyomoto-san, you mean? Yes, she seems to have skipped work today without permission. Our HR tried to call her, but she's not picking up. Huh? Our staff is looking for her, So I'll let you know if I hear anything. Oh my god! Yamamoto-san has met the doppelganger, so... Is this because of the doppelganger too? Uh-oh. Secretary is unresponsive. About the messages. About the messages that Aika-san received? Oh yeah, those. They weren't from you, right? Of course not. My account got hacked. It happens. I've taken measures to fix the situation. I see, so does that mean the doppelganger was using your account? I don't know who the culprit is, but this is embarrassing as a tech company CEO. Yeah, it is. Do you know Dr. Kisaragi? Kurosawa-san, did you know Dr. Tsutomu Kisaragi? Why all of a sudden? Well, I found a photo of you with Dr. Kisaragi in your trash can. Is that from when you were a student? Well, yes. He was the advisor for a sports team I was in back in uni. So that's why. But what does that have to do with this case? And why are you even searching through my garbage? I never asked you to do that. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I thought I'd thrown away all of those photos. Why was the photo in the garbage? Well, why was the photo in the garbage? Your guess is as good as mine. I noticed it lying around yesterday. To think that you'd dig that up. It was lying around. So it wasn't just... So if it wasn't Kurosawa-san or the housekeeper, did the doppelganger leave it here? But why would it do that? Doppelganger's a sip! Observe. Takes a tech CEO to have a huge safe at home. If the doppelganger was after something, this might be it. Alright. And is it all in there? Or is there anything out here? Oh! What the? I see two shadows. Could they be Kurosawa-san and the doppelganger? So I'm seeing their shadows overlapping from when they came home last night. Look closer. They really look alike when compared like this. But I can somehow tell which one is the doppelganger. I wonder why. And again, the doppelganger shadow. It really does seem like it's watching me. It's supposed to be just a trace. How is it doing this? Reminds me, I need to check with the housekeeper about what the doppelganger did. Stare. Check with the housekeeper. Hello, doppelganger. What were you doing at the computer? This shadow is a doppelganger. It looks different somehow. It's near the computer, but what is it doing? I can't make out exactly what he's doing with his hands. But it looks like he's taking something out or away from the computer. I should figure out what could have been around the computer. Observe. It's typing in the E621. This shadow, it's different from the usual ones. This must be the doppelganger. Is it trying to do something to the safe? The shadow seems to be looking at me and laughing. Too scary. I should check for traces of the safe being tampered with. Oh boy! The doppelganger was staring at the safe. Was anything stolen from it? I should check with the housekeeper, Honda-san, whether the doppelganger had anything in its hands. I should also ask Kurosawa-san to check the contents of a safe. Please, not that one. I think the doppelganger was fiddling around with this. There's a USB cable dangling here, but nothing connected to it. Hey, nobody's using USB for their SSDs. Hello, could I ask you to open your safe? About the safe. Have you noticed whether anything was stolen? And did you check the contents of your safe? I haven't checked thoroughly, so that is a possibility. That safe is huge and stands out, so you might want to make sure. Indeed. Actually, I'm a bit busy right now, so could you check the safe yourself? What? Me? Yes, please. I should have contracts, watches, and some gold in there. The combination is 5666, so please, go ahead. Oh, understood. Isn't that careless of him? Or does he have a reason? Housekeeping! Can I talk to you for a minute? I'll keep it short. The Kurosawa-san who came home first. Did you notice anything unusual or peculiar about the Kurosawa-san who came home first? Peculiar? Yes. I can't imagine that the first Kurosawa-san I saw might be someone else. As far as I could tell, it most certainly was the Mr. Kurosawa-san I know. I see, thank you. The same face as Kurosawa. About the doppelganger. When the first Kurosawa-san came out, was he holding anything? Holding anything? Like a wad of bills or expensive looking jewelry? No, I don't remember him carrying anything of the sort. Do you mean Mr. Kurosawa's room has such things in it? Well, I wouldn't know. Then again... What? What? Wait, what did she just say? Then again, he wouldn't have that huge safe if he didn't. Huh? Is there something wrong? Well, if she's never been in the room, why does she know about the safe? She knows about the safe! Suspicious! Housekeeper! Oh my god. I need notes on the people I met. Honda-san works as a housekeeper at Kurosawa-san's place. When did she say she started working here? Recently. Yeah, she started working here recently too. I wonder if Kurosawa-san tends to overwork his staff. Interesting. Well, time to open his safe. Is it really okay to open this? Let's see, 5666. It's open. How will I know if everything is here? Contracts, watches. Actual gold bars? I guess nothing has been stolen? The doppelganger's goals? I need to think things over a bit. The doppelganger who appeared at the CEO's office showed up at Kurosawa-san's place as well. It entered Kurosawa-san's room. Maybe to lie and wait for Kurosawa-san himself? Kurosawa-san did indeed encounter the doppelganger, yet it could have waited for him anywhere, including the entrance. Which means there could have been a reason it was in Kurosawa-san's room. It doesn't seem to have touched any of the valuables. It had sent messages to Aika-san too. I wonder what it was trying to do. The goal seems to have been to get the hard drive that was connected to the cable in Kurosawa-san's room. Good. The goal seems to have been to get the hard drive that wasn't connected to the cable in Kurosawa-san's room. Yes, that must be it. I'm not sure what an HDD is, but judging from the messages Aika-san received, that must be it. Maybe I should ask Aika-san about what exactly an HDD looks like. Hooray! Girl, when were you born? Can I bother you again? What, not done yet? About the messages. The messages you received were probably sent by the doppelganger. Kurosawa-san's account seems to have been hacked. Hacked? Yuya Kurosawa, CEO of a security company, getting hacked? Loser. That's what it seems like. And who exactly is that Doppel or whatever? An ex of Yuya's? Ex? It's more like a copy of the person? I don't get it, but isn't this a dumped ex trying to get back at Yuya or something? Well, I don't know for sure. Is this not an occult case, but an angry ex case? About the HDD. Ika-san, about the HDD. Hey, I want to know, okay? Yes, but it would help to know what kind of shape it was. It was near the computer, connected with a cable and around the size of a lunchbox. Oh, yeah. It was a black box with a sticker on it that said 5 or something? A 5? Not sure about that, but it might be it. Kurosawa-san might recognize that. We should check with him. By the way, do you know if any of Kurosawa-san's ex-girlfriends might know a lot about HDDs? How should I know? Of course, sorry. HDD with a sticker. Could I ask you something? Go ahead. About the external HDD. Kurosawa-san, do you know about an HDD with a sticker with the number 5? Wait, he's really surprised. What about it? Seems like the doppelganger's goal was to get that HDD. What does HDD stand for, by the way? Kurosawa-san, about the HDD? HDDs are storage media. You can save a large amount of photos, music, or videos on them. I see. Then it might have had something stored on it that the doppelganger wanted, which is why it was stolen. Girl. Would the Urban Myth Dissolution Center be able to recover it for me? I can't say for sure, but at least not immediately. Worst case, destroying the HDD works too. I would appreciate it if you could prevent the contents from leaking out. I can't promise anything. Oh my god, it's full of blackmail. I can't promise anything. Bro blackmailed his way to the top. Hooray! So, figure out why the doppelganger came here? The doppelganger seems to have stolen an HDD from his room. An HDD. Just the HDD without touching the gold bars or other valuables.
It was a 10 terabyte HDD. Just enough storage for one picture of Yo Mama.
Kurosawa-san even asked us to destroy it if we need to. Ah yeah, don't agree to it. Those requests lead to complaints later on. So it came for the HDD. Wonder what's inside. Also, Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. She skipped work without saying anything and isn't answered. Could meeting someone's doppelganger bring death to others as well? Kurosawa-san said the staff is looking for her, but I hope nothing's happened to her. Kurosawa-san and Honda-san, the housekeeper, have both met the doppelganger in this house. Yeah, it might not be safe. I'll go grab the van, so tell Kurosawa-san and the housekeeper to be on their guard. Understood. Get some rest on me. Aha. We're on standby until Kurosawa updates us. Gotcha. Thank you, Jasmine. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. No, 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 no. I hate this. I hate this. Oh, I hate that. What is this place? It's dark but so loud. I don't want to see or hear. I'm scared. No, help me. Yeah, this is way too loud. We should go somewhere quieter. Miss Zami? Mrs. Zami. Director? Punch her! Beat her ass! No. No! Zami, you awake? Yep! Dozing off again? Huh? What the? Oh, I was just zoned out for a bit there. Kill it with fire! Stop falling asleep while we're talking. Kurosawa sent in the stupid request, so we need to get planning. Planning? For what? What request? I'm sorry, I had this weird dream? Anyway, you were saying the doppelganger had actually shown up before the CEO office intrusion? Yep, it turned up a week ago, in the UTech HQ server room. Which makes 3 sightings. Server room, CEO's office, CEO's home. Sure gets around for an anomaly. Ooh. Interesting. Oh boy. Sure gets around. Not looking at anybody in particular. By the way, we haven't heard from the director yet. Hope everything's okay. It's looking like we might have to do the dissolution ourselves, eh? I'll practice manifesting the eye opener and unlocking it. No idea what you're talking about. UTech HQ is coming up. Time for investigation mode. Yes. Zami is acting very calm for having met her doppelganger last night. Though it was probably just a dream, right? Ha ha ha. Okay, sorry, I'm playing with putty. I'm distracted. I'm ADHD. Server room. Putty putty. I'm a furry. Kurosawa-san, you mentioned the doppelganger was here a week ago? Yeah, seems like it showed up in the server room. No reports of anything stolen or sabotaged so far. Can I ask what this room's for? This is our server room, where we store important data for our clients. It's usually off limits to external parties. My main concern is why the intruder targeted the server room. Since it's appeared in our buildings twice already, it may have hostile intentions towards our company. I hope you can find out why it came here. Understood. By the way, I asked you to look at the HDD stolen from my home. Could you give me a status report on that first? Actually, our job is to investigate urban myths. Looking for stolen property is not quite what we... Well, it looks like our understanding of the request and your work aren't aligned. Hey, when did we agree to change our service plan? Yeah, dumbass. And you are? Just a part-time helper. If you have additional requests for lost property searches, I'll check with management. We're not in the position to make those kinds of decisions ourselves. How about I align my fist with your face? Especially for this kind of pseudo-police work. Never know what might turn out illegal, really. I can write up a theft report for the police. Actually, we've had a lot going on with all these strange incidents. Please forget about the stolen item for now. We'll handle that ourselves. Just continue investigating the urban myth element, if that works for you. Oh, okay. Bro will do anything but go to the police. Please check with the server engineer and security guard about what happened here. Oh, okay, we will. Thank you, Jasmine. Why did Kurosawa-san's tone change all of a sudden? Leave the situations to me. Anyway, he's showing his true colors. He almost forced that responsibility on us. Let's move on. First, we need to know what happened here, what appeared here, and next why it came here specifically. I'll keep an eye for what Kurosawa's up to while we investigate. Ooh. Kurosawa-san! How interesting! He's definitely not got shady shit here. CEOs would never have skeletons in their closets, right? Haha. Oh boy, a box. Looks like a shelf for stowing connection cables and tools. Quite a lot of stuff kept here. Hello, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Nakata. Oh, hello, I'm Nakata. I handle UTech Priority Server Room, Admin, and Maintenance. Are the servers those large machines in the back? Yes, those shelves hold hundreds of servers, and I'm in charge of them. Oh, I see. Makes sense. I'll talk to you first, actually. Really sorry about earlier. Oh, it's okay. Force of habit from the negotiation table, haha. Okay. About the sighting. Could you tell me about what happened here in detail? 1 week ago, late at night, the doppelganger showed up here, though nothing was taken. Ooh. Please ask our server engineer and this room's security guard for specifics. I will have to take you up on that. It was out of the office working on something else. I was out of the office working on something else, so I wasn't aware of what happened. Understood. I'll check with the engineer and security guard. Oh, by the way, what is it? Did you remember something? You have this special power, right? I seem to have lost my fountain pen when I came here this morning. Your fountain pen? You're good at finding such things, aren't you? I lost my jewel. My family jewels. Well, kinda. It's actually a very special pen for me. Interesting. Could you try looking for it? It was a gift from my father. I lost my youthful sense of awe and wonder. From your father? We definitely should try to find it then. Exactly. Would you mind? It should be in this room somewhere. I'll have a look. Ask Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. I wanted to ask Kiyomoto-san. You mentioned she wasn't answering calls? Kiyomoto? Oh, my secretary. Oh yes, I'd forgotten I mentioned this. We haven't been able to contact her. I asked HR to check on her home, but they couldn't find her, so she might be missing. Oh my god. Huh? That's a bit above my pay grade. I lost my butt. Huh? Maybe the secretary job was physically demanding in some ways. But disappearing with no word or warning? True. I don't think that's what's going on. Meeting the doppelgangers of other people can kill you too. Haha, that's pushing it a bit, no? I met mine 2 days ago, but nothing has happened. But that reminds me? Reminds me of what? Oh no, who would be so dastardly and steal your butt? That reminds you? It's just that our housekeeper didn't show up this morning and hasn't contacted us either. Your housekeeper? Honda-san? Is she okay? Your secretary, Kiyomoto-san, and now your housekeeper, Honda-san, both recently encountered your doppelganger. It's really strange that they're going missing like this. Well, actually, there are a lot of irresponsible people in the world. Okay. And why am I totally unaffected? Why are you totally unaffected? Well, that's a great question. It's a wonderful question. I wouldn't worry too much about the doppelganger rumors. Haha. I hope you're enjoying yourself in the Nile, Kurosawa. Wait, so that wasn't why you requested? The housekeeper is missing too. Oh my god! Okay. You there. Nakata-san? Yes. About your work. Could you tell me about your work? I work in UTech's server room, so here in the headquarters. I oversee and maintain the server hardware and also handle troubleshooting. Are you always here? I'm actually pretty new to the company. Not always though. I often do come and handle things here. I see, thank you. What happened a week ago? Could you recap what happened a week ago at night? That day I was handling our regular monthly server maintenance among other things. So it was your monthly special day, where the servers get their beauty time? I guess, yeah, something like that. The CEO showed up during that time, a little past midnight, I think. He came in and just, knowing I was busy at work, he just gave me a wave. Like, don't mind me, carry on or something. Yeah, exactly. So I was focusing on the maintenance process and other tasks. Was there anything unusual? Did you notice anything unusual? Unusual? Let me think. Well, he acted just like the CEO usually does when we see him around the office. Do you know what exactly he was doing? That would be... No, I don't really know. He seemed to be working on something, but was gone when I looked up. Oh boy, server rack! Wow, these servers are almost a wall of their own. Wouldn't fit in my place. I wonder if folks working on their PCs need to have them at home. Hello, officer. Holy old man. We're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. May I talk to you for a bit? Yes. Heard from the CEO. Inoue here, security for the server room. Oh boy, big stretch. Please ask me anything, yes? About your work? Inoue-san, could you tell me about your job? Yes, I'm in charge of security for UTech's server room. We handle important data such as personal information, yep. I see. What happened a week ago? A week ago at midnight, we heard that someone came to the server room. Oh yes, the CEO's doppelganger? Yes. Exactly. Could you tell me everything you saw at that time? Well, I don't really understand this doppelganger thing. Someone who looks just like the CEO? I find that hard to believe. Like that, yep. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're sure an entity like that is out there. Things have been stolen from the CEO's office in Kurosawa-san's home, yep. Please help us. Oh! Dang, he's almost as old as Papa Mutt. Okay, I need to stop playing with the putty. I forgot slime. Okay, we would appreciate your help, especially to prevent any further incidents. That makes sense, yep, I see. It was just past midnight on that day last week, I think. The CEO just showed up like that, yep. Does Kurosawa-san usually come by at these hours? No, it's rare that he even comes to the server room. Our server engineer, Nakata, was here too, yep. I see, so what was Kurosawa-san doing here? He entered the server room and seemed to be doing something inside, but I didn't see what exactly. Alright, I see. Observe. So about the servers, is the big one the server, or are the various pieces sticking out the server? The server has glass doors but no locks. Hello. It looks like Kurosawa-san, but this one's the doppelganger. It seems to be doing something to the servers. Observe. This shadow looks just like Kurosawa-san, but it's actually the doppelganger, I think. Yes, positive. He's standing there all confident, like it's his own company. It means the security guard saw the doppelganger too, right? A shadow which looks just like Kurosawa-san, but I'm starting to see the difference. This one must be the doppelganger. Look closer. It's staring at the server? What? It's looking this way and laughing. Scary. I wonder what the server is. The doppelganger seemed fixed on it. Observe. This shadow is probably Kurosawa-san's. He looks different from the doppelganger. Look closer! Yes, definitely Kurosawa-san himself, not the doppelganger. Looks like he's placing something on the tool shelf. Maybe he put the pen here and forgot about it? Need to check. Alright. Aha! There it is, an expensive looking fountain pen. Why would he put it here of all places? Did he hide it on purpose? Anyway, let's give this back to Kurosawa-san. Fountain pen found in the toolbox. Yes, anything you need? Let me know anytime. We're still looking into the intruder's motive. But here's your fountain pen. It was right on the tool It was right on the tool shelf. Ah! That power of yours, it's real. This should work then. What? Just talking to myself. Please carry on with your investigation. Found the fountain pen. This should work then? Nakata-san? Yes? Nope, nothing. Examine. It's in a glass compartment with a solid-looking door and lock. Tight security here. The doppelganger shadow is looking at the server. I wonder what's stored in it. Maybe I should check with the server engineer. Hey, what's in this cabinet? Oh, so he was testing her? He was. Nakata-san? Yes? What's in that server? There's a server with a lock. What's stored in it? We're thinking that maybe the doppelganger was aiming for the content of that server? The server's content? I can't really tell you that, due to security protocols. I could, but I'd need permission from the CEO, so... Anything unusual about the CEO? Well, he was just like his usual everyday self. He's here today as well, but even if I told you he was the doppelganger, I wouldn't know. There's no way I could tell you, yep. I see. One thing though, he was there one moment and gone the next. You should ask Nakata, our server engineer, about this. He also met the CEO here last week. Oh, I mean... No, he met that doppelganger thing, yeah? Here, yep. I see, thank you. A reliable security guard. I need more info on the people I met. Inoue-san is the security guard in charge of the server room. He seems to have encountered the doppelganger, but around what time was that? A week ago! About a week ago! Around noon? It came while everyone was having lunch. No, wait, many more people would have seen it if so. Let me rethink this. Around midnight? Yes, right around midnight. Inoue-san and Nakata-san were working late. At that hour, there aren't any other witnesses. Oh. Ace Engineer. I need notes on the people I met. Nakata-san is the engineer in charge of the server room. When the doppelganger showed up, what was he doing? Strip, rock, paper, scissors. Monthly meat discount. Or server maintenance. Which one was it, chat? What do you think he was doing? Oh no! Was he doing his monthly meat discount? I sure think so. 2. Yes, the classic monthly discount day for meat products. Specials for steaks and sausages. No, this is in the dead of night with very few people. Discount meat won't mean what you think it means. Okay, I know what our raid message is. Discount meat raid. Let me rethink this. Sausages. Strip, rock, paper, scissors. Yes, Inoue-san and Nakata-san had a friendly match of strip, jonken, rock, paper, scissors. No, wait. That would be a new urban myth we'd want to look into separately. Let me rethink this. Server maintenance. Yes, he was working on a monthly server maintenance. Was it a coincidence that the doppelganger came on that day or not? The fact that she had the idea of strip, rock, paper, scissors means Azami is my girl. She is goated. Azami is my favorite character. Junkin to Nakata-san? Yes? Did you see the CEO's face? Did you get a close look at the Kurosawa-san's face when he appeared at midnight? I'm not too sure, but I did look at him when he entered this room. I think he was just the usual CEO. The same face as Kurosawa. Could I ask you something? Did you get a look at his face? Did you get a look at Nakata-san's did you get a good look at Nakata-san's cock in that strip rock paper scissors match? And in a freak accident they tied 17 times. They both had to strip then. Yes, anything you need, let me know anytime. About the server's contents. There's a server with a lock. What kind of data is stored inside it? Could the doppelganger be trying to steal that information? Nakata-san mentioned the doppelganger was doing something to the server. I see. Please check with our server engineer about the specifics. You can tell him I gave you permission. And even if the doppelganger is indeed after the server's content, the data within is encrypted. You mean it should be safe? Yes, however I'm concerned that our engineer hadn't mentioned that so far. Why is that? All hands on server processes are up to the team in charge, so I wouldn't be accessing anything directly myself. I see. I'll check with Nakata-san about that. Nakata-san? Yes? Kurosawa-san gave permission. Kurosawa-san said you're allowed to tell us about the server's content. Also, I think he's a bit worried about why you hadn't informed him that the doppelganger tampered with the server. What? Me? Well, to be honest, I felt that the CEO was acting strange that day. I asked him what he was doing, but he didn't even answer me. Why didn't you say anything? So you did feel something was off? Yes, and to answer your question, that server is for government-related matters. It contains the National Police Agency's information system. The National Police? Issues with that server tend to be complicated. So to be honest, I preferred not to cause any issues by speaking up. I see. And please, it's strictly off the record that it's for the police's information system. So it's not like I had any other intentions, I'm sorry. And either way, it takes special authentication to access that system. So the intruder shouldn't have been able to extract any data. Special authentication. So in order to do anything with the server's content, you'd need to clear the authentication? That's right, so I bet the intruder probably got this far, then gave up and left. Please pass that on to the CEO. Understood, thank you for explaining. I wonder what the server near the back wall is. If the server near the back wall is alright, the doppelganger was trying to do something to it. Maybe I should look at it through the glasses? What are you doing? This doppelganger, what is it doing to the server? It's touching something, connecting a cable to the server? Wait, is that even safe for the server? Should I worry? Hello? Yes, anything you need, let me know anytime. Could I ask you something? Yes, how can I help you? Nope, not that. Is it this one? Oh, skip that. We need to investigate the server. Look closely. This server has neither a door or a lock, so it just opens up. The doppelganger was connecting a cable to this and doing something. I need to let the server engineer know about this. Nakata-san? Yes? Warning about the server in the back. Excuse me, about the server in the back? The doppelganger might have been targeting the server in the back of the room. It seems to have connected a cable to it and then did something. Did it steal some important data, maybe? The server in the back? You mean the one without a lock? The server in the back isn't being used yet. We'll be setting up its structure and getting it ready for actual use. Oh, so there's no data in it that could be stolen? Yes, it's totally empty. It's not even connected to the internet. So there's nothing that could be done with it. So the doppelganger snuck into the server room to steal important data. But he didn't find anything, so gave up? That feels off somehow. Maybe I should ask Jasmine for tips. Oh, whoopsies, hit the wrong button. Oh no! Anything you need? Just be wary about Kurosawa, okay? What do you think? About the doppelganger that appeared in the server room? Any thoughts? For a doppelganger, this one doesn't seem that supernatural. This one came through the server room. The stolen item in the CEO's place was an HDD. Oh yeah. And the third card-like device it stole from the CEO office. The item stolen from the CEO office was some kind of device? All I heard was that it was red and card-like. Oh, guess I shouldn't assume then. Any leads you're aware of? Not too sure. Might be something, but nah, I'm not confident just yet. I see. Let me know if you figure out anything. The doppelganger's goal! The doppelganger must have a goal. It's like it's targeting something. If we keep working this case and it turns out the Illuminati cards are related. If they are? I'll need a bit more info, Sammy. Give me that info. On it! I need to discuss something with you. So we know quite a bit more, but also quite a bit less. Which means The doppelganger came to the server room, but it seems it slipped away without taking anything this time. But in this room there's one server, which sounds like an obvious target. Say what? Well, you see, why are you whispering? The server contains the National Police's information system. The National Police? Shh! But nothing seems to have been swiped from the server, yeah? It seems the police system the police info system needs special authentication to access. Authentication, so a password. And it left this room for now, at least. For now? Ultra top secret info. I am more and more confused about the doppelganger's goals. Actually, Sammy, I think I might have an idea. Question is, what type of data from the National Police is stored here? Oh, is there a way to find out? I think Kurosawa-san has left a peek at the has taken a peek at the content at least. Gotta find a way to make him spill the beans. Oh wow. Kurosawa is feigning calm, but is obsessed with whatever was taken. Then again, he's not going to just tell us if we ask. So if it's a matter of what we could tell him that would make him talk... Gotcha, I'll think about it. Go for it. We're here to smash his balls. Get Sir Kurosawa to talk about the special secret information. Anything you need, let me know anytime. What's the anomaly after? Quick, erase all my tax fraud charges. Let's think things through. The National Police's server information stored on UTEC's server? Jasmine thinks Kurosawa has peeked at the content. Is there anything you're unsure of? I think it's going to be hard to get him to talk. Kurosawa-san has been hiding various pieces of information from us. If we can make him believe that we are partially aware of the truth and are in a position to help him, we may be able to get past his emotional barrier. The doppelganger is clearly sneaking in to steal the National Police's data. It's acting in ways that an anomaly wouldn't. Is there some kind of hint here in there? What could we say to catch Kurosawa off guard? The doppelganger may be a Zimmer trying to plot a terrorist attack. Oh hey, got it. The doppelganger may be a Zimmer who is trying to plot a terrorist attack. This is just a thought, but putting aside whether the doppelganger is an anomaly or not, if we hypothesize it's a Zimmer working towards a goal, things start making sense. A huge slip-up by Kurosawa-san's company, but he'd probably tell us about it if it wouldn't stop a terrorist attack. Okay. We could possibly ask Kurosawa-san outright, but that's kind of scary, honestly. I should check with Jasmine first. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab a spoon to stir my gamer subs. 1 second. I got a spoon. Spoon! Nobody spoon! Oh boy, I got my lean. Oh, we're only one clue away. Here you go. Hey Jasmine, that Kurosawa guy, he seems... I'll keep an eye out too. Sounds great. Welcome back. I almost used an entire spoonful of gamer subs. That would have killed me. I was like, oh yeah, let's just grab a spoon. No need to measure it, just an entire ass spoonful. That seems enough. All I need for my gamer subs is a dollar bill, a razor blade, and a mirror. Oh man, I'm waiting on my Vexoria shakers. I bought 2 of them using discount code MUT. I'm Oshi maxing, and I've got the lean. That's my doggy Oshi. Just a thought about the entity we've been calling the doppelganger. Could it be a Zimmer trying to make things look like it's a doppelganger? You think so too, Zemi? They snuck in here a week ago to snatch National Police info for their terrorist plans. But they failed and realized they'd need a red card-like device for the heist. So they stole it from the CEO's office, or something like that. They needed a device to steal the data? How do you know this? Sammy, just trust me on this one. Go pressure Kurosawa a bit. Oshi maxing. If he won't talk, just mention that device, and he should tell you everything. Oh, okay. Yes, anything you need to know? The National Police's data. Who wants it? About the server they wanted to hack, I can't really tell you much. Could you just focus on the intruder's motive? What if the intruder was a Zimmer? They've been carrying out terrorist attacks. If they laid hands on the information, you don't know what they might do. What exactly is this top secret info about? Let's slow down a bit. As I mentioned earlier, nothing was taken during this intrusion. And you may have heard, but even if they had tried to access the server, a special authentication is needed to retrieve the data. Oh, but the red card-like device was stolen from your office, wasn't it? Isn't that a huge concern? I didn't think you'd find out this much. The information in that server is related to VIP protection. Uh-oh. VIP protection? Info related to security measures for political figures and leaders from within Japan. And also for VIPs visiting from overseas. Security is a growing concern recently. You mean the Zimmer terrorist activities that we see in the news? So Zimmers could plan terrorist attacks with that information? Yes, which is why I was hoping you could figure out who the thief is. Then again, you got me. Guess I underestimated you. He's wording this as if we brought up a real zinger or something. I should update Jasmine either way. That Kurosawa guy. We know what's in the server. Jasmine, we know what's in the server. You okay? You don't look good. It's got info on VIP protection. The intruder who came to the server room was trying to get access to VIP protection info. Just like you suggested, I mentioned the device to Kurosawa-san and he told me. Okay. If it's a Zimmer, then they're definitely planning out the steps towards their goal. This means the Zimmers have full access to security information on the VIPs, right? You got it. This could be really bad. Jasmine, does this situation look hopeless? Well, the doppelganger has probably been after Kurosawa's data for a while. And the server contained National Police info on VIP protection. Did the Zimmers do this plan to plan terrorist attacks? The police are in danger, but we are too, now that we know. If they realize the center is involved, the Zimmers may label us as threats and actively target us. Oh no, even if we aren't doing anything to them? We figured out their plans. That's reason enough for them to come after us. And this means the boss man's silence is a concern too. No word in a while. Let's hope it's not because of the Zimmers. Do you think the director's okay? The boss man's a resourceful one, so I'm not that worried. Either way, the Zimmers have probably already achieved their goal. Now it's up to how we and the police follow up. I see. Anyway, let's stop here for today. Tell them bye and head home. Yes! Having that stolen really messes with our plans. The red device too. Then again, that girl's power could be useful. Oh my god, it is him. He doesn't have access to his own data. I really hope the director is okay. Assuming Jasmine's right, I wonder what the director is doing now. Another pile of books, researching something, I guess. Occult Fundamentals for Dummies. Alien Abduction Techniques, Past and Present. The World Without Tsutsumu Kisaragi. Spice up your occultic fun? The Book of the Dead and According to Tsutsumu Kisaragi. These are all books by Dr. Kisaragi, and there's something else in the pile. A memo by the director. Server room, CEO office, Kurosawa home. The last line reads, Kurosawa Seiji? The doppelganger's movements, seen with that vision? Yep, it's time for me to go and meet Jasmine. Okay, let's get started. Reiji? Any word from the bossman? Not yet. I don't know what's going on. Seems really busy. I did find a memo listing the places we've investigated. The last line read, Seiji Kurosawa. Keeping watch with that vision, huh? Could throw us a tip or two at least. Anyway, Seiji Kurosawa is Yuya Kurosawa's father. We'll be heading to Seiji Kurosawa's home, their estate. The doppelguy showed up there. You mean at Kurosawa-san's family home? Yep, if the bossman had that name written down, there must have been some clue. Seiji Kurosawa, that CEO guy, has some serious lineage. Wait, who exactly is Seiji Kurosawa? Again, how do you not hear about things? Looking him up online will give you an idea. Understood. I'll search for Seiji Kurosawa then. I wonder if the Kurosawa estate might be hiding something. Something that the doppelganger and Zimmers both want. The info stored in that server room? Maybe not, since it's top secret. What a mess if that had leaked. Anyway, I'll go ahead and look up Seiji Kurosawa. Is it true that Director Kurosawa's son is Yuya Kurosawa, the CEO of UTech? I bet you he's leaving management up to someone else and just playing around. There's a reaction! Choosing keywords. Director Kurosawa's son. UTech has ties with big companies and the government, so it's set for the next several years at the very least. It must be nice to have parents in high places. I have no idea how he's pulling it off as the CEO of a tech company. A company like that getting contracts with the government? We're doomed. Doomed? Are we really? There are plenty of people saying that kind of thing. Ignore them. Okay, well, this is getting a little too real for my taste. For my liking. I don't like this anymore. I heard he's the real deal when it comes to skill. Though his business manners are something else. He'll take on work even with questionable morals. I guess you don't need to watch your back when your parents have power. Shut up, Eliana. What are you doing? Pants grab? Oh my god. God damn it. Is that the right emote? Am I crazy? The floss. Oh. Did you remove the pants grab emote? Glorp. I probably have someone else's pants grab. Oh. Wow.
Drink water. Become
moist. Oh, it's all. There you go. It's capitalized grab. Pants. Grab! Kyoju kiss a homie. Hey! What have you added? What the? Bing bong. I forgot we have Folger's Christmas. Oh my god. There are only 2 recently. Oh my god. Furry run. I've been away so long. That's fair. Okay. I heard he's the real deal when it comes to skill though. His business manners are something else. Sounds like he has business skills, but no morals. That's how it goes in business. There is no place for morals. Granted, maybe that's more of an overseas perspective. That wouldn't work in Japan. Really? They say that those who succeed in business tend to be psychopaths. I can kind of see that. Yeah. Isn't he a guy, just a guy born into wealth? Clearly his parents hooked him up. Upper class citizens can get away with anything. Should that really be allowed? Totally not. Plenty of people think they can though. Kurosawa's father, Seiji Kurosawa, is the security director of the National Police Agency. As a parent, Director Seiji Kurosawa probably just wants to protect his precious only son. A reaction, we should look into this. Yeah, he's a powerful person. And we don't want to offend him. Let's look him up in advance. His precious only son! How high of a rank is the security director of the National Police Agency? The very top. Is that why I'm a commerce major? Because I have no morals? Yes, correct. There are a bunch of different departments, but he's above them all. Ooh, that is fascinating. Kurosawa's father, Seiji Kurosawa. Big boy's daddy is the police director? Explains why UTech Priorities head office is in Toranomon. Yuya Kurosawa is untouchable. His dad is the director of security. That means his face alone can get him places in government offices, and then daddy can cover up scandals that may arise, lol. There's a reaction to scandals. People really seem to expect them. Okay, Yuya Kurosawa and scandals. Results found. Yuya Kurosawa had a few scandals during his streamer day, but he turned a new leaf after starting UTech. So he was up to no good when he was younger? He's still young though. Yuka is an accountant, which means they are in business and have no morals as well. I heard he's on his best behavior even at hostess bars and clubs. People really can change. He hasn't had a single scandal since becoming UTech CEO. I guess that means he isn't a violent drunk. The total opposite of Beauty Jin. No comment. You psychopaths. This explains a lot. I bet they're just covering up all the scandals. That's easy work for the head of police, right? Hides my specialization in taxation. Can't be that easy. Yuya's always been good at getting away with things, lol. When he was a streamer, I feel like Yuya didn't have as many scandals as others. But if you ask the staff at restaurants he goes to, everyone has a good impression of him. Like he's very humble and sweet. If it's only from a few moments of interaction, impressions can be all over the place. Good impression. Don't know which high-rise the Kurosawas live in, but I wish fake policemen would show up and sweat them dry. Doesn't live in a high-rise, does he? People just like to make things up. Fake police are also an urban myth. I think the story goes that they show up in women's homes. Oh god, fake policemen are horrifying. Embezzling money for the comms. I've got a good eye for people, and I can tell you this. That man is a narcissist. His personality is complete trash. One look at him and I know that man is trouble. Just by looking at him? That's not really something you can tell from a single look. Director Seiji Kurosawa. And Yuya Kurosawa? Seiji Kurosawa, director of the National Police Security Bureau, is a big name among the elite career civil servants. Never thought he was Yuya Kurosawa's father, though. Career civil servants. They mean civil servants with the most power. Director of the National Security Bureau. Which means UTech Priority shares the same connections with Seiji Kurosawa. Like how politicians often divert public funds to their family businesses? Who knows, but by the looks of it, his father's influence probably helps with getting work. No cap, I found evidence that Seiji Kurosawa outsources National Police Agency cases to his son's company. Wait, what? This is evidence? No, how could this be evidence? It's just some random paper used to make it look like he does. Wouldn't this normally be considered a conflict of interest? But politicians and others in powers are good at hiding their tracks. Isn't that breaking the law? Just means there are also ways they can evade the law. This is how all the money ends up staying within the upper class. Nothing trickles down. These systems have been in place for how many years now? We need to dismantle them now. Grr. Grr. They do give Zimmer vibes. That's the issue with the non-accounts. We can't prove anything. Seiji Kurosawa was up there in age when his only son came along. Of course he'd do all he could to support his son in starting a company, even if he did a few bad things. But the police wouldn't do bad things, would they? Of course not. Or of course not. Prioritizing your family business is deemed wrong in society, but if you had that power, I bet you'd do it too. This country is falling apart because of people like that at the top. How long has this been going on? Kurosawa and his son should be punished by any means necessary. If Kurosawa is funneling public money into his son's business, that is an issue, but there is no proof. Proof, they're right. Legally speaking, as long as he isn't vastly overpaying, they're in the clear. But even so, they wouldn't look great. With the father at the head of police and the son's company getting government work, it's highly probable that's what they're up to. Highly probable? Almost completely certain. Director Seiji Kurosawa and scandals? Seiji Kurosawa rose to the role of director of the National Police Security Bureau without a single scandal, right? I'd expect no less from a civil career civil servant. Kurosawa's son's father seems really impressive. Yeah, he really is. The non-civil career servants are out on the street protecting the people while these career track elites kick back and chat with the reporters.
At the first company I worked for in Australia, the business owners were a South African billionaire family. To keep the wealth in the family from the founding father, 2 first cousins married and had 2 children.
Oh god, I remember this story. Horrifying. Those guys should get out there too. The ones not aiming for politics or more, out following leads or talking to victims. Must be nice to be on the career path. I've seen that kind of thing in cop TV shows. What exactly does the director of the National Police Security Bureau even do? Good point. What do they do? How would I know? I've never been one. They're like security guards to VIPs. There's been a bunch of weird stuff involving the occult lately, right? Their job is to make sure that people don't do stupid stuff like that. Please no. Sweet home South Africa! Must be rough. Must be rough. If the Zimmers cause another bombing, then it's Director Kurosawa that will be held responsible. VIP security information. Looks like they're facing a pretty serious situation. It would be quite a scandal if that happened. If anything, the Zimmers would be targeting Director Kurosawa. Targeting Seiji Kurosawa? I see. That could be possible. If we're honestly entertaining the idea, judging by Zimmer activity, it would be strange for them to suddenly target the director, even if they want information on VIPs protected by the Bureau. Everyone's eyes are on Zimmer activity. Oh god. I'm getting depressed just thinking about it. Zimmer activity. Normalize 6 fingers. Huh? Never heard of him, to be honest. Thank goodness for that, I guess. Yeah. Information on the VIPs they're protecting. This person has really thought this through. People seriously need to stop speculating like that. I'm worried about what else the Zimmers might try to do. Zimmer activity and Director Seiji Kurosawa? Following the recent arrest of members of the Zimmer terrorist group, Seiji Kurosawa, director of the National Police Security Bureau, announced a plan to bolster VIP protection measures. What might the Zimmers' next move be? Strengthening security on high-profile people. Zimmers are scary. I don't get it. Occult fans are so twisted. There's that Kisaragi guy too. Next thing we know, the Urban Myth Dissolution Center will become terrorists too. What? They're talking about us? That person sounds way too scared. Protecting high-profile people, so it's only the rich and famous who are afforded protection. Surely there is more you can be doing to fight terrorism. If there was a bomb threat in the city, politicians could just escape to underground shelters. What is the average citizen supposed to do? I heard that there is a special team within the National Police Agency Security Bureau, staffed by immortal cops, developed by the former Japanese army specifically to take on extremists like the Zimmers. Occult-brained people will find any excuse to lash out. That Urban Myth Dissolution Center and the ones who follow them are just potential terrorists. It's perfectly normal for billionaires to be on Interpol database. Oh my god! I always thought people at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center were just ticking time bombs. Only extremists look into such dark subjects. So our survival of the devastation and judgment all lies on Seiji Kurosawa's shoulders, or something like that. The only one who can save us from destruction is Kurosawa-san's father? I'd put all my money on us over Kurosawa's dad. Nostradamus' great prophecy didn't come true in the end, so I don't think the occultists will actually follow through with their bomb threats. Either way, we can only wait and hope the police will do their best to counter. Zimmers? Oh, those super supporters of Tsutomu Kisaragi. I bet you Seiji Kurosawa and the police never expected to have to deal with him now. Also, you know the hotel chain in the US, Days Inn? That was their money laundering front that landed them there. Oh. Damn. Of course they're money laundering. Who'd have fucking guessed? Tamazima users are Kisaragi supporters? They do often talk about him on the site, and Kisaragi's books is a must-read in occult circles. There's no doubt that terrorists equals weird occult fans equals Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Kisaragi was a criminal too, so that clearly means that the Urban Myth Dissolution Center equals criminals. Yuya Kurosawa in Zimmer activity? Scandals in Zimmer activity? Can I just search him by himself? Looks like we have our own army of haters. They're just lumping us in with the Zimmers. How could they? We'd never even think about doing something like that. Special team of national immortal soldiers? Yeah, right. What's the average citizen supposed to do? Underground shelters like the underground facility we were recently at? No, underground bomb shelters are just an urban myth. Protecting a high-profile people? when they're just saying that it's only important to protect high-profile people. What haven't I read? Country is falling apart because of people at the top. A means necessary. That's a Zimmer-like statement. Prioritizing business. Really? Would you? If you were to go work for the government and work your way up the ranks, wouldn't you want to find a way to work with me and the boss man again? When you put it like that, if you could avoid that question with a smile, then you'd make a good politician. When he was a streamer, I feel like you didn't have as many scandals as others. Is that so? I see. Maybe he's the type to be who's careful about these things. He's always been good at getting away with things, lol. Getting away with things. Why would this person know that? Maybe they know him personally? Hard to believe, though. Yeah, Kurosawa is untouchable. Can you really cover up problems like that for him? Cover up, huh? Who knows? Not sure, but people do love their scandals. Big Boy's daddy is the police director? Explains why... Maybe because the National Police Agency is near Toranomo. Isn't he just a guy born into wealth? Clearly his parents hooked him up. I can't tell if people are saying good things about him or not. Reputation seems mixed. His parents hooked him up. Seems to come... I don't think that's the only factor in this, though I'm sure those connections help a lot. UTech has ties with big companies in the government, so it's set for the next several years at the very least. Must be nice. Must be nice! Not having to work that hard. Must be nice! Director Kurosawa. They mean Seiji Kurosawa. We were looking up Seiji-san, but info on his son came up. His father's a big shot, and the son makes a lot of money, so I'm sure a lot of people envy him. Which one gets more attention? What have I not searched yet? This one? Nostradamus' great prophecy? Attack them personally. Is it this one? How could they say all that? If we took them to court, we'd win a defamation case hands down. These haters are really coming at us. What's going on? The center's bad reputation. That was the clue? Oh my god. Why is the center getting haters? What is going on? Might mean people are starting to believe the Zimmer terrorist attacks? But why would they do something like this? With terrorists trying to carry out devastation and judgment, everyone's scared and confused. So they look like for a familiar scapegoat they can actually reach. So they just jump to conclusions on whose fault it is? Human nature. I wouldn't dwell on it. Human nature? So Kurosawa-san's father is a powerful person in the police force? Can't believe he's security director Kurosawa's son. Jasmine, you already knew about Seiji-san? Yeah, he's been on TV. Pretty famous guy. The rich and famous comments we saw. Can I? Okay, well. The rich and famous comments we saw. Father is head of the police force. Son is a tech company CEO. There are people who overreact and assuming they're exploiting everyone. So is the Samazima admin fueling that movement with the Illuminati cards? I wonder why they do that. Or do they just want more followers in terrorist attacks? Terrorism doesn't guarantee they'll get the world they want. It's as much of a mystery as the doppelganger itself. How much of this was planned by the Samazima admin? Let's find the answers at the Kurosawa house. Yes. Oh yeah, Zami, forgot to tell ya. Something wrong? Those two working in the server room? They're missing. You mean Nakata-san and Inoue-san? Kurosawa told us when he called. Says they're absent without leave. With Kiyomoto-san and Honda-san, that's 4 missing already. This really doesn't look good. For now, I've asked someone I know to look for them. We should be extra careful as well. Okay. Whoa! Hello, Kurosawa-san. Thank you for waiting. It's fine, I just got here. So about today's investigation? Oh, could you park that van in the back? Stands out too much by the front gate? Zami, I'll go park so you head on in. Understood. Kurosawa-san, about the doppelganger. I heard that the 2 staff members at the server room have gone missing too. If this is the doppelganger's fault, that's already 4 people missing. And you also ran into it at home, right, Kurosawa-san? You are Kurosawa-san, right? Don't tell me you're... This is my father's home, Seiji Kurosawa. Oh, yes. Thank you for your time. I'm from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. My name is Azami Fukurai. Welcome. I am Yuya's father, Seiji Kurosawa, Security Director of the National Police Agency. Hi, Oms! Welcome in! We're dealing with doppelgangers. It could be any one of us. There's an imposter among us. Oh, yes. Pleasure to meet you. Could I ask who these gentlemen in the suits are? We've had heightened security concerns of late. I was told I should have a security detail just in case. That's sus. Amogus? Amogus. 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 There's a sussy baka hiding around these parts. They guard me when I'm off work. A security detail? Excuse us for a while, I'll be fine. I'd like to start by asking you some questions. Sure, after all that's been happening lately, I was worried about my father. So I gave him a call and he told me I'd visited late last night. Does that mean? Did you come here last night, Yuya-san? Of course not. Which means it was the doppelganger who showed up here last night. I find that hard to believe. Who exactly is this doppelganger? Are they involved with the Zimmers? Good flair, sir. Currently, Fukurai here is looking into things. With both the doppelganger and Zimmers as potential suspects, right? Yes, exactly. You in the back. Have we met before somewhere? Anyway, I see. Yuya, if that is the case, we should ask the police to step in. Actually, there's something we should consider. It shouldn't be too late to contact the police after this investigation. If there's something on your mind, I have no reason to refuse. Please, do what you need to do then. Understood. Zimmers, is this supposed to be a fancy way of saying Zoomer? I mean, if Zoomers are into the occult and want to blow up people of importance, then maybe. When we got the call, he was worried that his father's home might have been infiltrated without anyone realizing it. Sounds like it actually happened shortly afterwards. We'll look into the intruder's actions here. What they were doing in the house and whether they stole anything. I'm gonna start with the ghost. Observe. The shadow is here. Looks just like Kurosawa-san Jr. But this shadow compared to the previous doppelganger shadows looks somewhat different. Not sure how exactly. Seiji-san might know it something. Observe. A shadow that looks just like Kurosawa-san? The doppelganger? So it did show up here too. Look closer. The Zoomer declines to comment. This shadow is staring at the painting? Why would the doppelganger care about the painting? Maybe there's a secret to it? Check the painting. Observe. A shadow who resembles Kurosawa-san. The doppelganger, perhaps? Up to now, I was able to tell the doppelganger apart at a glance. But today, I'm not getting that feeling. Am I too tired? Look closer. The doppelganger is fiddling around with the safe. Taking something out of it, perhaps. Observe. Is that a knife? A shadow who looks just like Kurosawa-san. Is it the doppelganger? What is it doing? Touching the things on the shelf? Oh, the trophies. Okay, that's everything. Various objects lined up on the shelf. Trophy certificates looks like a family tradition. Hi people! We're dealing with doppelgangers. An old-fashioned safe. Is having a safe another Kurosawa family tradition? How dare these Zoomers touch my stuff? Oh boy, family photo. A painting of a woman. Clearly, it looks expensive. The doppelganger was staring at this painting. The frame is fancy too. Must cost a fortune. But why would the doppelganger want to stare at it? It obviously hasn't been stolen either. Maybe I should ask Seiji-san? Hello, what do you know? We now know that the doppelganger is targeting National Police info, but that kind of important data isn't kept here, is it? If what we mentioned the other day is true, then the information has already been stolen. But it showed up again, so I need you to look into it. We'll try to figure out its motive by following the traces. What happened yesterday? I'm doing well. I'm gonna end stream after this episode and go work on eating food and making chocolate cake with raspberry jam filling. It's going to be so delicious. I was going to work on it last night, but I ended up falling asleep. I did end up making smashed potatoes, which are really good. Oh my god, I need to improve the way I do them, but they were so good. Oh my god. Steak and smashed potatoes. The steak came out perfect too, and I still got more steak. Ooh, I could have steak. Ooh. Could you tell us about what happened here yesterday? I actually don't know anything about what happened yesterday. More or less the same as each doppelganger sighting so far. Please ask my father about what happened too. Not for steak? Oh, right. Then could you tell us why you decided to call Seiji-san? Our server room was infiltrated, so we knew that the doppelganger was targeting the National Police's top secrets. This made my father a potential target too. So I was worried and called him, and it turned out the doppelganger had indeed showed up. What is the doppelganger's motive? Why do you think the doppelganger appeared here? If there is a pattern to its actions, probably to steal something? But there isn't much of value here in this house. That painting there might look expensive, but it only costs a few dozen bands of yen. Isn't that actually expensive? The only possibility I see is the contents of the safe. It has valuables inside. Would you be able to find traces with that power of yours? We'll check if there are any traces around the safe then. I already know. Okay, but I've got to go check again. Hey, Seiji-san. I'm Azami. Thank you for your help, Seiji. Kurosawa, Yuya's father and security director of the National Police. I try to avoid meddling with things I don't understand too well. But Yuya mentioned that this case is related to the Zimmer incidents that are causing an uproar lately, so you have my cooperation. What happened here? Could you tell us what happened? Last night around 10 or so, my son came home. I was in my study in the middle of organizing papers, so I briefly greeted him, then returned to my desk. I told him to wait a bit while I finished my work. After maybe 10 minutes, I came back to this room, but my son was already gone. So soon? Did you find this strange? Not really. It's normal for my son to be busy, working as a company head. Then this morning, he called and asked, "Hi, Empress! Whether anyone who looks like him had come here recently. It's me, oh pickle ketchup, it's okay if I walk in possible and bacon, whopper my way. Hi, Empress! I'm gonna make a chocolate cake today, and it's gonna be chocolate cake with chocolate frosting and raspberries and raspberry jam filling, and it's gonna be super good and delicious, and I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna eat it all. Whether anyone who looks like him, just like him, had come here recently? And that's when Yuya-san realized it was the doppelganger. Did you notice anything unusual at the time? No, not really. When my son came in, I mean the doppelganger, he stopped and stared at that painting there. So I told him we'd bought it just yesterday. Anything missing from the house? Has anything been taken from your home? Taken? Does the doppelganger steal things? All I heard from Son is that it appeared in his room. I see, thank you. We'll take a look around the house. So Yuya-san only told his father about the doppelganger showing up in his room. Didn't want to worry him? Intruder in the family home. Did you see his face? Did you clearly see the doppelganger's face? I did indeed. Was there anything strange? I didn't notice anything. He's my son after all, so I don't think I would have mistaken him. So were they so similar his father couldn't tell them apart? Completely identical appearance. About your son? Could you tell me about your son, Yuya-san? Your questions range rather wide. He is the Kurosawa family's only son and we've taken good care of him. I've been called overprotective and meddling at times. My wife and I had an early divorce, so he has grown without knowing motherly love. There was a time when he would go around causing mischief, and streaming them as part of some activist group. But he's built on those experiences and now he runs an internet technology company. I see, and you've supported him throughout. That's what parents do. About work. Could you tell us a bit about your own work? My work mostly prevents me from mentioning details or anything specific. But you could say I'm in charge of VIP security within Japan. Are you involved in countering the recent occult terrorist movement? Of course, our organization exists to protect public interests from all forms of disaster. About the painting. About the painting you have there. Ah, yes, we purchased that one 2 days ago. We put it up just yesterday. Last night, my son, or the doppelganger rather, it was looking at the painting too, before anything else. It must be very expensive? To tell you the truth, the frame is more costly. The painting itself is only 50,000 yen. He was surprised to hear that too. Oh, though 50,000 yen isn't inexpensive. That's what, 500 bucks for a painting? It's a decent sum. Since I thought he was my son, I told him the actual price. But if it actually was someone unrelated, I maybe should have bluffed a bit. Haha, is this a joke? The price of the painting. The head of police. I need notes on the people I met. Seiji-san is Kurosawa-san's father. He said he's in charge of the branch of the police. Which one was it? The VIP security within Japan. Yes, VIP security and also counterterrorism. So he's actively fighting the Zimmers. Must be a huge responsibility. That's a lot of people. We've got to be close, right? Oh, whoopsies. Old-fashioned save. Maybe I should look closely. The doppelganger seems to be taking something from the safe. Maybe something was stolen then. Could the safe be open right now? Uh-oh. Examine. The safe that the doppelganger was touching, could it be open? Nope, not open. I'm hoping the doppelganger hasn't actually gotten the safe open. Could the shadow traces tell us something? Wait a minute, I don't remember that one. What's this one? Observe. This one's looking at the painting? No, that one's looking at the painting. Look closer. At current rates, I believe 50,000 yen would equate to about 345. Tree fitty? About tree fitty. It's holding the kendo trophy upside down. Is it writing something on the bottom? The bottom of the kendo trophy. This is the first place trophy for the prefectural high school kendo championship. The shadow is holding this trophy upside down and looking at the bottom. Checking the bottom. Ah, a small piece of paper is stuck here. 96330, a 4-digit number. What is it for? Could this be the safe's combination? But there's no way it would be written here, is there? Input the 4-digit number. 9630. I don't expect it to work, but with that shadow's movement might mean it saw the number and entered it. We should at least try, I guess. Wait, no way, it opened? And inside is an empty box. Who would keep an empty box in a safe? Or maybe what was stolen was inside the box? I need to check with Seiji-san. The anomaly's intent. Let's think things through. Something feels off about today's investigation, but I can't quite place it. It just feels different. The doppelganger appeared in front of Seiji-san and searched around inside the house. So someone other than Seiji-san was definitely here yesterday. But then again, there's something different from the usual, isn't there? At least my imaginary version of the director shows up right away. I will always be here when you really need me. When you saw the shadow, you mentioned something was different about it. Yes, the shadow seemed different from the doppelganger we've seen so far. And its actions afterwards seem weird as well. I wonder how it's different from the previous doppelganger intrusions. Isn't the shadow, seen through clairvoyance, actually Yuya Kurosawa himself? Isn't the shadow seen through clairvoyance actually Yuya Kurosawa himself? If I remember correctly, Seiji-san explained about the painting to the doppelganger. That was yesterday. It's supposedly been a while since Kurosawa-san was here himself. Why did he know about the painting? I need to check with Kurosawa-san. Hey there. Can I bother you again for the bit? About the contents of the safe? Excuse me, about the contents of that safe? Oh yes, the safe. It seems something was stolen from inside it. And why would you know this? I've looked and the box inside the safe was empty. You looked? You mean you opened the safe? Oh, maybe that was inappropriate? It's more of a matter of how you managed to. Oh, I'm sorry, terribly sorry. I have this strange power that allows me to see things. See things? I need to warn you. And we believe the contents of the box in the safe were stolen. I'm not sure I understand you fully, but I will confirm. As you said, the object is missing. Stolen, apparently. What was in the box? I can't tell you much, but it was part of our informational system within the National Police. Oh, is that the system in Kurosawa-san's company server? The one that needs special authentication to access? You know that much? Might as well explain then. As you say, the object in question is a password device needed to access that system. Yet its existence should only be known to a select few individuals in our leadership. We haven't disclosed details to even our families. Not even your families. And that's what was stolen. There were reports that VIP's protection data was uploaded to social networks, so those were not baseless rumors. Now what? I should tell Jasmine. So, how'd you know about the painting? Kurosawa-san, could I talk to you for a moment? Certainly. Maybe. The doppelganger who appeared in front of Seiji-san yesterday? That was actually you, wasn't it? So you caught me. Huh? He just admits to it. Why is this happening? No, wait, it's not what you think. I wanted to show all those who are suffering how incredible your power is. I just ended up doing it. No harm intended. What do you mean by show? Take photos, upload them, that kind of thing. With your permission, of course. Your power will bring solace to many people. I really respect you. Hope you don't hold it against me. This feels so wrong. Why would Kurosawa-san even say things like this? He's a Zimmer. Please don't take photos without telling us. I'll be continuing the investigation. Ah, thank you. Investigation resumed. That's horrifying. Jasmine, are the director and center safe? Worried about the haters? It's gonna be okay. Something was stolen. Jasmine, something was stolen after all. Huh? And what was stolen? A password device granting access to the National Police's information system. The doppelganger can access the National Police's info system at will now. So first, it was unable to snatch data from the server room. Realized it needed a password device to grab access. So it came here to steal the password device. Wait, that means... what to do? We're in big trouble. What should we do? Could you go ask Kurosawa-san Kurosawa's father when he last used the device? I need to make a call right now. Okay. Jasmine tends to make calls at times like this. True. Oh, wait. Any thoughts on this case? Kurosawa's doppelganger is clearly acting among Zimmer goals. As in, it's targeting National Police info? Usually if we knew something was stolen, we'd call the police and stop there. So what we're doing is supposedly police work, but Kurosawa Jr. is stalling. Chances are he's hiding something. What could he be hiding? Oh. Oh, thank God. I thought he was going to stop me as I was walking past him. I was going to shit myself if that happened. Can I bother you again for a bit? About the device? About the stolen device? When was the last time you used it? Well, to be honest, I'm not a tech-savvy person. I received it around 5 years ago, and haven't used it at all since then. Oh, is that so? Either way, this is a crisis now. We need to take measures immediately. If you happen to find it, please let me know. Yes, if we happen to, that is. Could you tell us what the device's shape and color so we know? It's red and looks like a card. A red card-like device? Isn't it the same as... Hey bud, your son stole the card and it's now missing. Where did the device in the safe go? Haha. Oh, wrong button. Is it in the painting? Painting of a woman. Clearly looks expensive. Observe. So the info is out of date, hopefully? Nope. The info's there, it's just that nobody's paying attention to it. Okay. Hey. Jasmine, can I talk to you for a bit? Yep. About the device? Oh, whoops, wrong button. Please work. About the device. I checked about the device and Seiji-san has never used it. What? No, that can't be right. Director Kurosawa's device has logs of continued usage starting from several years ago. From several years ago? Wait, does that mean that the doppelganger was there from back then too? Or not? It was stolen yesterday after all. There's more to report. Wait, there's more. Sammy, slow down. We know what the doppelganger stole yesterday. It's a red card-like device. Huh? Isn't that the device that was stolen from Kurosawa Jr.'s CEO office? This is getting really confusing. What was stolen from the CEO office? Where did the device in the safe go? Let's think things over a bit. I'm standing right in front of him. We know what was stolen, but now the situation makes even less sense. The password device kept this inside the safe. Seiji-san said he hadn't ever actually used it, but Jasmine mentioned it's been in use starting from several years ago. Thinking this things out loud, yeah, this raises questions about Jasmine's connections. I wonder who she was calling. But this password device, wasn't it also stolen from the CEO's office? Maybe there was something about the device kept in the safe. Maybe Kurosawa-san stole from the safe. Stole it from the safe. Yes, that must be it. The two are the same device. They're both the red card-like device, so it makes sense that the Zimmers are after it. But why would Kurosawa-san take it without saying anything? There's a lot we need to ask him. The original thief. Hey, bud. What's going on, Yuya? Why would the password device stolen from our safe be stolen from your company? Did you take it from the safe? I was so intrigued by the work you do. I just took it and kept it in my office. Jasmine mentioned the log should have been in use since several years ago. I didn't mean any harm, but the doppelganger stole it. I wanted to find it before the worst could happen. And Azami-san's power would make that possible. Not really the time to be complimenting me. This has gotten out of hand. Isn't it more important to prevent the public from knowing this device was stolen? Jasmine, things are getting really complicated now. If this was just a family conflict, we'd leave it alone and go home right now. So all in all, everything about this case was a cover-up for Kurosawa-san's theft? Well, that red password device was taken by the doppelganger, so there's no way it just ends there. So I guess there isn't anything we can do about the situation. Thinking. Oh man, that timing as usual. It's the director. Hello, are you okay? How is it going? We were worried about you, Director. It turns out the doppelganger's actions have affected more people than I'd realized. I know, you've been busy on your end too, but please don't disappear like that. Important police data was stolen and we've been seeing nasty rumors about the center. We can think about those complications once we wrap up this case. Fair enough. Time for dissolution. Let's go! Here we go! I jumped. I thought that was my phone going off. I'm relieved though. I was anxious about doing the eye-opener part myself. That may happen sooner or later. No, that's a hard pass. Now then, please ensure the Kurosawas can hear you. This request was about recovering, if possible, an object stolen by a doppelganger. For now, let us put on hold whether recovery is even possible, until we determine who exactly we're dealing with. Are we ready? The eye reveals all. Eye opener! Hi, Jug! Now let the dissolution begin. Bird boy, hey, I'm a bird man. In this case, Kiyomoto-san, secretary at UTech, initially encountered the doppelganger, leading us to follow its traces. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Want some head pets? Head pets. Yay! Just like Froggy. Just like Froggy as Biscuits. We've identified it as a doppelganger, based on its appearance being identical with Kurosawa-san, and that doesn't engage in conversation. So, Mrs. Ami? Yes, there have been further indications that the anomaly is indeed a doppelganger. What kind of phenomenon has been observed? Four people are missing. Kiyomoto-san, Honda-san, Inoue-san, and Nakata-san. The people who encountered the doppelganger have all gone missing. Great! The four individuals you named have not been found, so they may or may not be alive. Yet the situation does seem to line up with the doppelganger anomaly's characteristics. Oh my lord, I forgot all about Biscuits! Why would a request to search for a missing object turn into such a complicated matter? Oh my god, Yuka, if you have time, you should definitely watch Papa Mutt's campfire VODs. It was so funny. Oh my god. Why would a request to search for a missing object turn into such a complicated matter? That is because one key factor that made us believe this was all the doppelganger's doing. So, Mrs. Ami, yes? What was the notable characteristics of the intruder that kept this incident from being reported to the police, and that led to a request to the center instead? It impersonates someone. The intruder's appearance is identical to Kurosawa-san's. The people who encountered it all thought it was him all along. I was only there for about 30 minutes and it was hilarious. It was so good. And that is precisely why we were called in. That aspect is indeed clearly anomalous. Our angle will change from here on. The doppelganger who appeared in the server room appeared to be targeting confidential police information. Yet it turned out through Miss Fukurai's clairvoyance that they had given up on the approach. So, Mrs. Ami? Yes. To confirm, why did the doppelganger in the server room give up on extracting data? Because an authenticating device was needed. To access the confidential information, a red card-like password device was required. Yet this device was only available to high-ranking police officials. So we believe the intruder had no choice but to give up. Excellent! Yes, that is correct. The device that the doppelganger stole from the CEO office. I need to. We'll definitely check it out. Sounds like an amazingly chaotic stream. He had Pab's Brobot PBR. Now about that red card-like device. Something seemed strange there, didn't it? Yes? Kurosawa-san mentioned that he was intrigued by his father's work and had took it on a whim. A rather naive reason, if anything. So, Mrs. Ami? Oh yes, he did say that. The question here is, when exactly was the device stolen from the Kurosawa estate? Yes, Shug, what do you need? Around when do you think this actually happened? When do you think the device was stolen from the Kurosawa estate? Several years ago. Jasmine looked into this for us. It seems the password device has been in use since several years ago. Kurosawa-san mentioned he stole it a week ago on a whim. But that doesn't feel right. Close your eyes for a second and tell us what you see. I see blackness. I can't see anything. That's our world without you, bro. Shut the fuck up. Mr. Kurosawa's account seemed to have a number of inconsistencies here and there that we can't do anything about that itself. Mike, sure up. That we can't do anything about it that itself. Oh my god. Also, yesterday, Papa Mutt had his game show. It was so good. Oh my god. It doesn't top Vex's Riz from the Totally Normal Not Rigged VTuber game show. It doesn't, but it was still good. Pleasant. I hope they can figure out things. I hope they can figure things out, father and son. Oh boy. Yuya, there will be no easy way out of this. I expect a full explanation once we're done here. The way I gasped when she said that, it was amazing. Oh my god, I screamed. I was outside working on a car and I screamed. I collapsed. Girl, Victoria is so talented. Holy shit. She's such a queen. The culprit who appeared at the Kurosawa family home and stole the red card-like device was your son, Yuya Kurosawa, and the culprits who infiltrated Yuya-san's company and home were the doppelganger, and also acting like a Zimmer. So, Mrs. Ami, yes? Miss Fukurai, you have already encountered the doppelganger in Zimmer. Oh, I have? Please think back to all the accounts you heard from everyone you talked to. For this case to be possible, who would need to be a Zimmer? Kiyamoto-san the secretary? Neither of these two. These things don't opt for either of these two possibilities. So it's neither Kiyamoto-san, his secretary, or Aika-san, his girlfriend? Then who actually is the doppelganger and Zimmer? all 4 of the above. Wait, could it be? All 4 of them? Fabulous. When the doppelganger supposedly appeared, those 4 individuals were each on the scene. Though their accounts of what happened to them since suggest paranormal involvement. The experience of the vanishing doppelganger, and then the disappearance of those who encountered it. That could be explained by all 4 telling the same cover story. I laughed and almost felt warm in the face. Oh my gosh. Also, each of the 4 were recently appointed to their jobs, and came in proximity of Yuya-san. Oh no, it's very likely that the 4 of them work together to play the role of the doppelganger. And it's also likely that all of them are Zimmers. The mystery is now solved. Yo, the red flash. Dissolution! Zimmers? All 4 of them? Are you unsatisfied with the dissolution results? No, I do see why the dissolution makes sense. But a few things still don't quite make sense. Oh? Do tell. The doppelganger that I saw through clairvoyance was staring at me. And why did they steal the HDD after stealing the red device? Good point. The VIP protection data should have been accessible once they had the red device. I would indeed like to discuss those angles in depth. But it seems that they will have to wait until next time. What are you doing here? We're in the middle of an important family discussion. Go and wait in the next room until we're done. Wait. It's Inoue-san, the server room security guard at Kurosawa-san's company. Also Nakata-san, the server engineer, and Kiyomoto-san, the secretary. And Honda-san, the housekeeper. I'm glad you're all safe. Tommy, remember what we talked about during the dissolution? They enacted the doppelganger. And they're dangerous extremists. Remember who they are. Z? Are you all really Zimmers? What is going on? Where are the SPs? Do you realize I'm your boss? Have you even thought about the consequences? We owe nothing to that joke of a company. We're working towards a higher goal. You disgust me, living the easy life with your family fortune and connections. A family discussion to keep a lid on the incident? For this country to prosper for the next millennium, you rotten sprouts need to be pruned. You assumed the terror attacks were happening someplace else? Well, one is happening here and now, so brace yourselves. But everyone, please, hold on. Sammy, get back. These people are dangerous. They no longer care. You have no reason to cover for the filthy rich. Wake up already. They told us their plan too. Devastation and judgment are about to happen. The Great Reset is nigh. They? Do you mean the Samazima admin? This world needs leaders, those who envision the future and guide the weak. The world's values have been corrupted. The weak know this well. But the weak lack the power to change things alone. They are guiding us forward and guiding us and gathering us into a greater power. We should be the ones who bring change to this world. This is a complete mess. Hey, you hurry up and do something. Oh my god, they're backing us up. Who is your leader? The Samazima admin? Please stop all this. Isn't the way to do things. It isn't the way to do things. You shouldn't be hurting anyone. It sounds like it has protein in it. I'ma eat it. Ooh. Know what else has protein in it? If you're siding with this filth, that means you're not with us. We will fulfill our role here. Oh my god, they're backing up in the background. To enact devastation and judgment. Great Reset. Enough of that nonsense. Answer me. Jasmine, they're not going to listen. No. Freeze! Oh shit! Secure them all! Commissioner Tomiri. All suspects secured. Fine work. Are you safe, Director Kurosawa? Ah, it's you, Tomiri. That was timely. Assistant Commissioner Tomirigi. Please, brief Director Kurosawa on the situation. Assistant Commissioner Yasumi Tomirigi. CUTU, Team Security Police, sir. Director Kurosawa, our apologies for the commotion. Jasmine? Nomph. Undercover cop. You're with the security police? Undercover? What's going on? Sorry, Zammy. What exactly is the CUTU? The Counter Unidentified Terrorist Unit. We proactively prevent terrorist cells from carrying out their plans. Specifically, unidentified incidents, such as this series of prophecies. I was in the Urban Myth Dissolution Center to gather information. Why would you need to be undercover? The center sure is creepy, but it shouldn't be a threat. Relax, it was initially an investigation target, but it's for information only, at this point. And we learned a ton through that undercover stint. Hey Zammy, sorry for not telling you. So that's why you're so good at fighting and had connections in weird places. Makes sense. Kinda. We meet again. That scary person from the park? I'm glad you remember me. And happy to see you've been putting that wondrous powerful to fruitful use. Oh, so he's with the security police as well? Commissioner, what about Kurosawa Jr.? We sent Yuya Kurosawa home just now, but he probably won't have any charges pressed. Huh? Why not? This all happened because he took the device out without permission. This case will be handled as a mishap on Director Kurosawa's part. The director himself asked us to do so. Not the first time he wipes his prodigal son's rear. Miss Tomirigi, please remember to be decent in your work. Director Kurosawa's device has been in use these few days as well, which means that we could trace the IPs used to access the server. Father privilege. Fucking silver spoon ass. We may be able to apprehend those involved. Though we don't know who exactly it is, the next time they access will be the moment of truth. We should get ready, Miss Tomirigi. CUTU. Zammy, you should head out now. Huh? We'll handle the devastation and judgment prophecy from here. So I'm not part of we then? We are taking on a terrorist mastermind, not a mysterious entity. It's out of your hands now. Jasmine, please wait. Whatever you do, don't follow us. But... Miss Tomirigi, they took the bait. Heading to the area. Director. Welcome back, Mrs. Ami. I see Jasmine had ulterior motives. Oh, here we go. Please don't put it that way. She had her reasons. Even without her, we will need you to continue with your work. You will need this computer from here on. Jasmine. So far, more or less as planned. She played her part very nicely. I just got the 3rd floor. All other units secure 1st floor exits. Tomirigi here, 3rd floor. Visual on lighting and personnel. This is a security police. CUTU. This building is surrounded, you. Ah! Huh? What? Jasmine! So, that's your secret. The Genesis card. Jasmine! One loose end taken care of. The doppelganger! Episode 5 complete. The last episode! Oh shit! Oh man, I hope everyone's excited for that next week when we play it! The finale. The finale of the Great Reset. It's here. Discount meet at midnight. There we go. That's our raid message. Man, I love this. This is a really cool game. I've been having a blast with this. So, we're gonna go find someone who is live right now. Hmm. Ooh, I could do that. Let's... Okay. Let's go raid into... Okay. Chats? Chat? One? Hmm. Never mind, I want to watch Repo. We're raiding into Vexoria. There we go. Oh, I hope everyone has a great time. We're gonna go raid out, and I will be back tomorrow with Final Fantasy 16. I'll try and remember to send pictures of my chocolate cake when I finish it. And I hope everyone has a great time. See you guys later. Have a good night, all. Remember, drink plenty of water. Soda is not water. Teehee, fill yourself with meat and nuggies. Chicken nuggie. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys later. I gotta run. Bye-bye!